Yes, hello, welcome to Make It Saturday here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. Happy Saturday. It's my absolute pleasure to be back, which I think is one of the best shows here on Crafters TV. Not my words, the words of my mum. Yes, she loves it. It's her favourite show. I know it's one of your favourite shows because it is jam-packed full of goodies for you. Prize giveaways, goodies galore, goodie bags, goodie people. Talking to goodie people, I'm going to be joined by someone very special. She's here every Saturday, apart from next week, because she can't bother. I'm joking. It's Lilly! Hello. Hello.
Your favourite show, your mum's favourite show, my favourite show. I think it's everyone's favourite show.
On two.
Hello, not you.
Sorry,
hello.
Just give us one second. We've been doing
me.
this for 3 weeks now. It's the same camera every week.
I forget.
It's number 2. There we are.
Hello.
How are you?
Camera. I'm good, yeah.
Had a great craft along, didn't we?
It was fun. You were craft along. It was fun, yeah. We still got it over there. It's looking good.
It's good. Loads coming up for today. Are you excited for today?
I am. A little bit nervous because I know that you know what's in the goodie bag. I still don't know what's in the goodie bag. I've been good. I've not had a look between shows, so it is a total mystery. So anything could happen,
Anything could happen. Now, if you look at me going, what are you on about, you two? Every Make It Saturday, we bring you a brand new goodie bag. It's special. It's for the one show. Like Nicola said, exclusive for that show. Once it's gone, it's gone. But Lily's going to see what's in the goodie bag for the first time in just a few moments, and then has got to craft something live in front of your very eyes. I'll be assisting. Assisting, yeah. Our glamorous assistant, as usual. Yeah, I'm not the lifeguard. I'm here to supervise.
Yeah. Throw me a rubber ring.
Yeah, if you need it. You
I
never
might
know.
do.
It can be dangerous crafting. It can be dangerous indeed. All right, you get yourself ready.
Okay.
And I'll come and join you very shortly. I want to speak to
see
the
you
people.
soon.
See you in a bit, Lily. Like we said, loads coming up for you today. Now, listen, if you want to get involved in the show, it's never been easier, as it is always on Crafters TV, because you guys, you make it. All you got to do is comment below if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. Susie is on the socials. Hello, Susie. And it's Susie's first Make It Saturday, everybody. Round of applause for Susie.
Welcome, Susie.
It's a special Saturday for Susie. So Susie is on the socials. Now, every hour we choose a winner. All you've got to do is comment. It's the easiest competition ever. All you've got to do is say hello. Maybe it's your first time watching. Let us know what you are up to on this Saturday. By doing so, you've entered yourself into the prize draw, and every hour, excuse me, we will choose a winner to win some vouchers. It couldn't be simpler. A few of you saying hello already. The wonderful Love to Create. Hello, George, Lee and team. All happy Make It Saturday. Trudy from Central Florida says good morning. Blue from Northern California. Good morning. Good afternoon, George, Lee and CC team from sunny Suffolk. That's wonderful. Gillian. Good afternoon, everyone from Mistress Dale. And Lois is saying good morning, everyone from Ohio. Now, as well, on the website, not only are there amazing deals as always, there is a fantastic goodie bag deal. Now, you know we love our goodie bags, but at the moment, you can build your own goodie bag. Look at this. 10, bless you, Liz. Liz is getting excited. She's sneezing. 10 items for £20. That can be yours today, or $20, should I say, if you're over in the States. That can be yours. Now, we know, me and Lily were looking, weren't we, earlier? There has been a few people struggling for a few little bits. It sometimes might just have a little crash on you, and if that is the case, I'm really sorry. It is the gremlins, but look at what is available for you today in your goodie bag. So you can put whatever you wish in there. 10 items, £20. There's dies, there are pieces of equipment like your tweezers, there are, what else?
That glue that we used earlier with your gems, your gem adhesive, that was in there.
Gem adhesive, you've got, look at that, some glitter paste. Oh my goodness, you can make your very own, Jamie, go on, that's next page. Let's see what else is in here.
Come on, keep going.
We've got some rulers. I mean, you can get 10 rulers and you can make a big meter stick.
Well,
You've got some more glitter paste. Sequins, yeah, I saw them. Tweezers, you've got pastry. Oh my goodness, there's loads in here. Oh my goodness. Listen, that's only the second page. There are 3 pages for you to have a look through of deals. Remember, 10 items, £20, $20. Now, I'll tell you what is a good goodie bag. Is our very own goodie bag. Are you ready, Lily?
Just about, I think.
Let's have a look. What is in our Make It Saturday goodie bag? Now, I want to point out, the bag is not included. And if you do, I'm sorry. And if you do order multiples of these, you will get the same items. So. Oh, little treat. Sneaky. So, £35, $45. It's, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, it's ridiculous what you get in your goodie bags, isn't it? Because
it is.
There are so many items. So, hand in first.
Right.
Now, I was giving you a little clue to this earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because I was saying it's very similar to the Alphabet and Ariana Grande colours.
Yeah.
To Wicked.
Yeah. Oh!
You are getting in here. Okay. So your card blanks and envelopes. So you get 50 of each colour. So you get 25 card blanks and 25 envelopes in purple, and 25 card blanks and 25 envelopes in the green. So there you can see the envelopes on the back. Ignore the plastic bag, but you know what I mean, they're the bright colours. Now, if your little boy or little girl is having a Hulk-themed birthday party,
Oh, yeah.
they're your invites. They're in there for you, 250 GSM on your cardstock. So that is already there within your goodie. Right, put my hand in, put my hand in. Ooh. Perfect peony polymer stamp. That is in there for you. That wonderful stamp is coming in there for you as well. I mean, even by itself, these alone are crazy. Then you've also got this wonderful embossing folder, plus stamp and die set, blooming florals. You're getting everything in there. You can make your own very card. So you're getting that fantastic embossing folder, which you can see around the edge. You're getting the stamp, and you're also getting the the stamp sentiment is within that. Then you're also getting the Bloom and Grow. Again, stamp and die set. That is coming in there for you as well. You're also going to be getting in this week's goodie bag. Oh, I told you we're taking it to Vintage Vegas. The wonderful stamp sentiments in here. They're coming in for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Family's birthday, all in to win. Now, do you know what will go really well with that? I'm trying to do it really...
Oh.
Where's it gone?
Oh.
It's not in there. Where is it?
Oh, no.
I've got it. It was in the wrong box.
Oh, dear.
The Vintage Vegas 12 by 12 paper pads.
Nice.
I was trying to be really smooth and be like, do you know what goes on with those stamps? It's the Vintage Vegas 12 by 12 paper pad. This is in for you. Look at this. I love Vegas. Jamie's never been trusted. Now, as you know, I'm decorating at the moment. I want to use this as pictures.
Oh, that'd be great.
Frames.
Just in a deep box frame. That'd be super
look at that.
cool.
There's Ben Mosby on that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All roads lead to Las Vegas, not the M1 North, though. That doesn't lead you. That doesn't
Sadly
lead you
not,
there.
no.
No, that's a lie, that. Double-sided, as always. Remember, you're getting 12 by 12, fantastic 180 GSM. That's coming for you there as well. So, there's still more. I'm still more.
Okay.
You're getting some ideas.
I hope.
Are we getting Vintage Vegas flowers?
Flowers?
I've got an idea.
Oh my gosh. Heaven help us. Anything could happen.
It's your Myths and Legends collection. Now, this is a fantastic die. This is a huge die in here. That is in there for you as well. It is, I'll remind you of the name, it's the Greek tile. I think that's beautiful. What a beautiful die. I've not seen much of the Myths and Legends collection, obviously not been here for a while.
Well, you are a legend in your own right, aren't you, really?
And a myth. That's in there for you. And you're a star, Lily. Hey, this is all about you. You're a star in there. You're getting the stamp and die. Now, again, this is an edgeable die, so you can cut it in half and put your stamp in the middle there for you. You're also going to be getting this. Remember, this is all in this goodie bag for you. Live life in full bloom. Stamps and dies. You've got your sentiments, and you also got your die within that as well. You've also got your birds. 3 little birds. Stamp and die in there. I love this. So you've got the die, you've got the stamp, should I say, of the birds. You've got the outline die, and you've also got the sentiment stamp. And the sentiment reads, life is very sweet when shared with friends.
Aww.
My eyes are that bad. I honestly feel that said. Life is very stressful with friends.
Well, it depends who your friends
Both
are,
would
doesn't
work
it, really?
in some cases. Then you've, I mean, look at this. All this is still within this goodie bag. Starting off here with this one, the Baker Wish. Now, I've not seen this, but I think this is gorgeous. Cookies. I mean, listen, I like food. There's no denying that. Cakes, cookies, stamps, all in there for you. There's even more. Am I getting towards the end? Oh, there's still some more in here. Oh. Right. We're still going in broken sweat. You've also got the polar bears, a very personal favourite. Again, stamps, dies, and sentiments. I think there's one more stamp and die in here.
We demoed with them actually on last week's Make It Sad.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Embossing folder, here it is for you. The fantastic traditional wallpaper, that is in there for you. That is all there, and there's 2 more goodies left for you in here. So no stamps or dies left.
Okay.
Sequins.
Ooh, oh, look at the colour of
tropical florals. Very Lily today. They're in there for you.
Look at those.
Oh, it's for. Oh, no.
Oh.
I know. You told me to be careful.
And you didn't listen.
I did listen. I took it off beforehand. They're in there. And finally, one last little treat. Now, this is more of a treat for yourselves, I think.
Okay.
Now, you'll be able to help me a bit on this one. The Crafter's Inspiration. So what are we
That's
getting
in the goodie
within
bag?
Because this is in the goodie bag. So
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, within your fantastic box kit here, so you don't just get the magazine, you've got 165 different hints and tips and projects that you can literally craft along with. You get all the materials you need as well. So you get an embossing folder, you get a set of dies, a stamp set, a stencil set, and you get all of your toppers and your papers as well that you can download, print out, and craft to your heart's content with. You get tons of inspiration. I mean, as part of this little challenge, we could even just recreate one of the cards in there. We won't, because that's sort of cheating, but you've got everything you need. If you need a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of something to sort of kickstart your mojo, that is the one to go for. I can't believe that is in as part of the goodie bag. Crazy.
Right, Lily, as you know, it's time for you to hoof it up.
Oh, wow,
you know, hoof it up, and don't you know, hoof it up. This is coming for you. I hope that's not copyrighted. I'm coming to Lily.
Right, so, oh, blimey.
So, as you know, Lily has now got a few minutes to get ready as we have a look. You're going to look in here, and I'll come over and join you, help you, supervise.
Well, you did say you've got an idea, so...
I've got an idea. I'm just thinking, flowers, Vegas.
Okay, well, we'll say this goodie bag's bigger than I am.
It's massive. That is a massive goodie. I can't believe the magazine's in there. I can't believe the card blanks are in there. Books are everywhere on YouTube. Oh my goodness, that bag is full. It really is. And Corinne on YouTube. George, you're hilarious.
Well, he does try.
Stop it, you. We look at the big tray, Nicola. Right, oh my goodness, here it comes. Now, Totally Tiffany, you love it, and I love it. Everyone loves Totally Tiffany. This is in here for you today. Now, as always, I've got some great Saturday Sizzler deals for you today. As always, look at that fantastic price. £25, $30. The usual price is £74.90, $91.50. Look at your Club Inspired price. £20, $24. What? Excuse me, Nicola? 32 bundles left. That is limited stock. Now, we've got in here your store clips and packs. Now, Lily, you might have to help me, assist me on this one. The clips, what would you use the clips for in your crafting? So the clips is used alongside the whole system. So it's a whole modular system that you can use the clips alongside the bag there. So you can see we've got all your clips onto the side of the bag. Allows it to sort of, almost like a bit of a modular system, so you can start to bring together those different elements, clip them together, customise it so whatever's going to work best for you. You can see there we've stored, I even have some of our junior plates in there, you've got your glues in there, so you've got all those different elements where you can store different components of your crafty stash inside. Absolutely. Now remember, you're paying for the storage in this, you're not paying for the individual items, but that is coming in there for you, all that storage. Because we know when it comes to crafting, your storage is sometimes more important than actually crafting. Because I know I speak to a lot of you guys, you go, I forgot I got this paper pad, because it's not stored in a place where you can easily access it. Totally Tiffany, remember as well, designed for crafters companion goodies. You know it's going to fit. There's nothing worse when you buy something thinking it's going to fit. You know that this is made to measure. That's an incredible price. I want to say it's like a third. You're paying a third of the price. And look at that Club Inspired's price, £20, $24. That can be yours today. I'll put that there for a little bit later on. Loads of you are saying how good that goodie bag is. Lady Diver on YouTube got me a goodie bag and 20 for 20 on your 10 for 20. And remember, have already a great day. It's only 7:15. It is. Question, Lily, you might know the answer to this. Susie asked on YouTube, what number issue is the magazine? It should say on the. We believe it's 5, but it should say on the box. I've got it. If only you I was looking at you blankly there. Sorry, it's here. Do you know what I'm dealing with? What number does it say, Lily? Honestly, if I'm not looking at the wrong camera, I've no idea what's going on. It's issue 5. It's definitely issue 5. Issue 5. Got there in the end. I'm glad you're here. Crafting Graphic and Hillary, IMG, what a goodie bag. I've already had, where I have hardly any of the stuff. Whoop, whoop, duly purchased. It is. Right, what we're taking a look at next. Oh, do you know what? I've not seen this before, and it really made me chuckle. The magical die stamping. This is absolutely beautiful. Lily's going to be showing us this a little bit later on. Now, just look at that price for you, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. £5, $5. Even Jamie went, what? Club Inspired price, Platinum price is £4, $4. Look at everything that you are getting within this collect. This is ridiculous. You're getting stencils, you're getting dies. You can create this beautiful little reindeer down on this side here for you, or you can also create this wonderful unicorn. You could create a deer, if you didn't put the Father Christmas hat on. Absolutely. You could create a unicorn deer. A horse without the horns. You could create so much within this collection. Look at everything you're getting there. There's 26 individual items. You're getting stencils, you're getting dies, you're getting stamps. Wonderful sentiment stamps. I mean, alone, for the sentiments alone, you'd pay £4, £5 for that, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah, absolutely. All day long. Look at everything you're getting there, and a fantastic collection. We're going to look at this a little bit later on, but I just wanted to make you aware because I've got a feeling that might sell out by the end of the day. Right, Make It Saturday Goodie Bag, that is here for you. Loads of you looking at this already. Alex on YouTube, I'm following George's instructions and saying hello. Thanks to you, Alex. By doing so, you've entered yourself into the prize draw, Lily.
There you go.
I mean, the prize draws are great, aren't they?
They are great, and I'll let you say, all you need to say is hello. Literally, you can say hello, pop it on the comments, and you're in with a chance of winning a fantastic gift voucher. Now there's somebody joining me, ready for some crafting.
That was smooth, wasn't it?
It was.
Because, obviously, our goodie bag, we've just shown you what's inside it. Lily's only just seen what's inside it, and we need Lily to create something with it.
We do.
So, what are we creating, Lily?
Well, you had your idea about the flowers. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe the cut with the Vegas, but I sort of see what you've got out here. You've got the vintage collection stamps, the Vegas stamps. You've got the Myths and Legends Greek tile and the Vegas pad. So I think you may be better than me at this. So...
Oh, gosh, I do try.
What are you thinking?
Right.
What's your idea?
So I'm thinking, if we've got our nice little Greek tile, we can use that, pop one of these little sentiments in the middle, maybe, pop it onto one of these papers. Yeah?
Let's do it.
Right?
Right, what do you want me to do?
Okay, well, let's get these open first.
Okay.
Do you want to do a bit of die cutting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use the machine that often because I can't be trusted. But can I just say, look at the size of this die.
I know, it's a large size.
What size is that die?
Let's have a little look. It is about 4 inches square.
Look at that, it's an incredible
But it's
die.
not just one die in this one, you've actually got your 2.
Oh.
Fresh dye here as well. Never been used before.
Smell it, what does it smell of?
It smells like dyes. What do dyes smell like? Don't ask.
Metal.
You've got your inner die. So this one's going to cut into your card. If you use it on its own, it's not going to cut out as a topper, it's just going to cut in. And then we've got our outer die, which is going to create it into a topper. So I think we'll cut both of those together, which can be your job. So all you're going to need to do is you're going to grab some of your low-tack tape.
Low-tack tape.
What colour should we cut it from? Do you think from craft card?
Yeah, I love craft card.
Or black?
Do you know what? I love craft cards. So what I like to do for birthdays and Christmas, this is George's little tip. I buy the paper rolls, you know, like the brown paper.
Cheap
stuff.
ones.
But then I've got some stamps. One that says Merry Christmas, one that says Happy Birthday. That's the only celebrations. And then I just stamp them. So when I give them a gift,
handmade.
I'm not buying wrapped paper.
Love it. Right. So all you need to do is take your cardstock. I don't know why it's so bent, but it'll flatten out, be fine. Pop them two together. Just make sure there's even space in between them two. Piece on the left of tape, piece on the right, and then we'll pop them through the die cutting machine.
Of course, absolutely.
Right. Okay. So then I'll start. I think I'll choose a paper. Let's have a little look what papers we can use.
Have you been to Vegas?
I've not. No. Do you know what? I've never been to the US actually.
Have you not?
I've not. I would like to go, but
if anyone wants to invite us and we can
well,
stay.
yeah, we'd go, we'd craft with you, we'd make all sorts of lovely creations. Just let us know. We'd be happy to be there.
Very delicate. I get very scared.
Yeah.
What have we got in here?
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. What's the pad choices?
Which one do we want? Well, any of them really.
Do you want flick? Close your eyes. Flick. Okay. Stop.
Which side, left or right? I think.
Oh, I don't know. I think the blue.
The blue? Well, that's what we go with then.
No, go for that one. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
All right then.
Panicked. Sorry.
Changed his mind on a dime there. Blimey me.
Right, so what's my combination
right,
for
so
dye?
that's going to be your base plate, your cutting plate.
Yeah.
And then above that, you're going to use your frosted shim.
Frosted shim.
Frosted shim. And then it's going to be your magnetic.
Magnetic.
And then it's going to be your cutting plate.
Perfect.
Just it's a really intricate metal die, you'll definitely need that magnetic
extra
plating.
pressure.
Love the way you make sure the plates are nice and much better than me at that. What does happen though is if you have your magnetic shim ever so slightly out the edge, it can sort of catch at the edge of the machine, and if it looks like somebody's had a chew on it, that'll be why I do that all the time. It's a terrible habit of mine, I have to say.
A lot of people, like Nicola and James, just said, why don't I put the iPad in the media stand?
That would make far too much sense.
Because I'm scared I'm going to knock it over.
Oh yeah.
I've done that.
Oh, no,
We've done with that now, to be fair. Like I say, I love this part of the show. Not as much as I love it. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Time to get popping.
Yep. Popping and locking.
Yep.
Right. I've got to take the day off first, haven't I?
Oh, yep.
You're not here next week, are you?
I'm not. I don't know what he's going to do without me.
It's Craig. You can keep that.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know party poppers? You know when they... I always think it's like a pound coin. Even now...
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Right,
right.
So...
You'll miss me when it's Craig next week.
I know.
Hopefully I'll let you craft.
Do you think Craig will let me craft with him?
Well, I'm not too sure.
Well, I'm going to... He's got no choice in the matter.
Well,
I'm going to come over and be like, hi, Craig. And I'm not telling him.
I'll come to craft.
No,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him, yeah.
Yeah.
Just say hello, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I know it sounds ridiculous and you're going to go...
No.
I just realised the outline die cuts it out of the card for you, so you can actually have that within... If you had a piece of card just holding in half.
Yeah, of course you could.
Great.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Lovely.
Great.
Right. I've just cut a piece of card to, well, the paper to 5 by 5. I thought that should fit quite nicely.
Yeah, because it's 4 inches.
Oh, you got your finger in the
Sorry.
middle of that.
Sorry.
I was going to start like going around like one of them little things that you spin. Yeah, that fits quite nicely.
That's lovely, that.
There we go. Right, carry on.
I thought we were going to use the other paper.
There you go. It's like magic, that.
Sorry.
Like magic.
I was genuinely annoyed for a split second. I was sort of going, are you actually kidding me?
No, no.
You asked my opinion and then even...
Just do the opposite. I'll ask you and then I'll make sure I do the opposite.
Oh, you can... There's so much intricacy within this die. It's incredible. Thank you. Yeah. Is there a brush? Is there a die brush?
Should be, yeah.
That might be easy. I know, look at me, look at what I'm doing. I just feel like I'm going to be here all day trying to put this out.
This is true. Right, I need to get some more craft cards. Let's have a look. So I'm just matting and layering it onto some black and then onto some craft, I think.
Am I doing this right?
You need your little foam mat. Where's your foam mat?
Foam on us, Matt.
Foam on a mat.
Loads of you loving this. Hello. Loads of you getting crazy today for your bargains. I think there are some absolute goodies to be had, especially with the goodie bags. The Buildy goodie bag, it might crash the website. We're just a bit worried about that. Someone just said, Betty, I just checked out $84 worth of items for $20 plus shipping. That is incredible.
That's the sort of deal we like to hear.
I mean, listen. Are we doing this right in the sense that do people know that we're selling things this cheap today?
Well, listen, I'll just say this: there's no one else in the building, so there's no one else to sort it out. So if we are doing it wrong, it's too late, unfortunately.
Lily,
so
I'm very scared that I'm causing some damage with this die. I'm genuinely. How could it's so intricate? I don't want to rip it.
We need a delicate touch for this.
Yeah, you might be better on this bit.
Where's my post?
Just because I'm so heavy-handed. While Lily's doing that, because today is all about crisp stamping on our craft clinic. Every Saturday, Make It Saturday, we bring you our craft clinic. Last week was all about embossing. You ask the questions, we'll answer them for you in live time.
In our lifetime? Well, at some point in our lifetime. Might not be today, but it'll be some point in our lifetime.
You ask the questions and we'll try and get us through as many. We have about 20, 30 minutes. Try and get as many questions. So it's all about different stamping techniques, different tools for stamping, how you get those clean, crisp stamps. If you've got any questions regarding product knowledge or product use, Lily's the person to answer those questions that you ask. Oh my goodness, if you need a new presenter...
And after all, don't worry, we'll answer them at some point in our lifetime.
I'm crafting now. It says Karen on Facebook. It's a magical day. It's a great set. This is a great set. Zoe on YouTube, afternoon all from West Sussex. I have a very question to ask you, Zoe. Can you please tell me whereabouts in West Sussex you are, please?
Ooh.
I used to live in West Sussex.
Did you?
Yeah, when I worked at Butlins as a red coat.
Very nice.
On the south coast. Beautiful area.
Never been
Did
down.
you know Bognor Regis, it has the most sunshine anywhere else in the UK?
Really?
Yeah, because it's where it's geographically placed. You've ripped it.
No, it was you that done it. Don't worry, we'll put a sentiment over it. No one will know any different. We'll be fine.
That's what sentiments are invented for.
Absolutely.
Are you leaving these little bits on purpose, or you just...
I thought you just want me to do the middle bits.
Oh, you want a job doing?
I'm too busy making a card blank here.
Okay. Well, you don't need to with this goodie bag because they come in.
Well, we could.
I know, but the purple and the green.
I'm not sure it would match.
To be fair, I do love a colour wheel, which shows you the opposites on.
Oh, I do like a colour wheel. I'll call the colour theory with all the funny names.
Yeah.
Like split complementary and all that sort of funny business. I know. Fancy word for a Saturday afternoon, that wasn't it?
It is. I can't get this piece of. Hey, it's the Grand National today.
Oh, I'm not a fan of horse racing, I have to say. No,
well,
no.
I'll shut up then.
That's the end of that.
That's that conversation dead in the water. Right.
Have you finished that?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Oh, I'm quite impressed, actually. Right.
You're not here next week.
Thank goodness for that.
So you've done your card blank. What have you done there?
Yeah, so we've made a 5.5-inch square card base. Nice little card for this one, nothing too dramatic. So we'll just chop that down. And then we've got our mats and layers that we'll pop together.
Yep.
I'm thinking, would you like to do a bit of gluing?
Yep.
How do you feel about this?
Yep, I can glue.
I know you're good at a tape pen, so you've got a lovely tape pen action.
I've got a good flick. Have I not broken this one though?
Not yet, no.
I did break a tape pen this morning.
Right, well, tell us about it.
I dropped it.
First thing I heard when I came in this building, Lily, George has broken a tape pen, can you fix it?
So
the answer was no.
I'm putting the... Now, as well, because we haven't got time, I'm just going to give another tip here.
Oh, here we go.
If you wanted, you could get your nesting dies and cut it out so you're not wasting your card
stock. Oh, yeah, lovely. Right.
Why are you all laughing?
That was so sarcastic.
That's a genuine tip.
Oh, lovely.
I just think it's a lot of card to waste.
I tell you what we could have done, if that would have been much more clever, if there would have been a bit more forward planning, which clearly there's not, we would have...
Why are you laughing?
We would have cut the bottom layer out first, then we could cut this out the middle.
Ah, that's a good idea. Would it fit? Don't stick it on because I've sticked. I've stuck. Don't stick.
There you go, you've sticked. Right, what am I doing? Stamping.
We've been asking that for many years, but... You know.
Well, we've still not got an answer, have we?
Which way are we doing the card? We're doing it like an A?
Either or, it's up to you. As long as it's not an upside down one, I'm not too fussed.
A 10th fold? Oh, monkeys.
Oh. Right, so let's go in with our stamp. So we need to make sure we've got quite a nice one to cover your little boo-boo. That was accused of being my boo-boo. Black, and then our pattern one over the top. Right. Which one do we fancy? Wishing you a fabulous birthday?
I've got a great...
Which one would you prefer?
In Vegas, we don't count calories.
That one doesn't cover though, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, all right, we'll go with that. On your head be it.
Why don't you put it on a piece of white card?
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, so why wouldn't it cover it?
Because it might not be quite big enough.
Oh, you can put it in the centre. Put it off the centre a little bit.
All right, off the centre, do it at a quirky angle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our plan. Now, little preview of... Oh, blooming heck.
I've done it, fixed it.
Oh, phew. That's a good thing. If you don't push it down, you'll be fine. Little preview of our craft clinic coming up later, a little bit of stamping. There you go, doing a bit of a Keith there. Absolutely slamming the card
we'll
down.
go for the, not for the blue.
Well, it's your choice, isn't it?
What do we think?
Whichever one you think.
Got that option.
Like it.
Or...
Ooh, do you know what? I actually think the blue.
Yeah.
Does.
God, this is what we're all about, and I don't want to put the flag upside down so it's that way, okay?
Oh, I've had a right mare there. What have I done there? I've missed half the chip off. Don't look at that. That doesn't exist. Nobody needs to know. This is an absolute masterclass, this, isn't it?
So you're in charge of the craft clinic later.
Well, apparently. I'm not sure I will be.
Stamping crisp and clean stamps. Now, there's no
Oh,
comments.
I think it's a stamp. It's done it again. Oh, blame the stamp, Lily. Blame the stamp.
A good tool man never blames his work. A good workman never blames his
I've
tools.
never been described as a good tool man. There's a first time for everything, eh? Oh, Jamie's just called me a tool. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm having an absolute mare
What's
here.
happened? Go on. Well, let's get ahead of them, because obviously got the craft clinic later with the stamps. What do you think the issue is?
I wonder if it's a faulty stamp. See, it does look ever so slightly dipped. We'll try one more time with the rocker block, and if not, we'll go in with our stamping platform. Said in unison. There we go. I think it's a faulty stamp.
Should we try a platform?
Well, let's try another stamp. I said we shouldn't use this stamp.
We'll try the platform
Let's
for
play
my own.
for your own.
Now I need a dotty tape pen for this
dotty tape
stamp.
pen. There you go.
Why do you keep moving things? Okay, thank you.
I was only trying to help. Clearly, more hindrance than help. Right, let's bring in the
Debbie
platform.
and Ben can eat their hearts out.
They can. Absolutely. They do 5 days, we do 1, but it's quality, not quantity.
We are exhausted just as much at the end of it.
Absolutely. Now, where have I got? There's the stamp. I thought I'd lost the stamp then.
I'm using the dotty tape pen here, by the way, peoples.
Yes, we love a dotty tape
Oh,
pen.
it stinks. Stinks.
I hope it doesn't. Oh dear. Right, let's try this about the 5th time we've tried this. Let's see. Using our platform.
Here we go.
Here we go. Moment of truth. Nice bit of pressure.
It's a little bit wonky, but I think that adds to the...
Just blur your eyes a bit, you'll be all right. Oh, there we go.
So,
it was me not pressing enough on the rocker block, I think.
Told you.
All right. Okay.
I can fussy cut.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Big boy scissors.
Let me just... Can you re-stick that on there?
Yeah. Right.
I'm left-handed.
It's a bit wonky, isn't it?
Well, sort it out. Do you mind leaving a border?
Yeah, little border. I think we're just going to have to pass this off as a quirky angle. I think that's all we can say.
Now, like Leanne says, you move the card, not the scissors.
Not the scissors, yeah. You've been learning, you've been listening. Let him go. Craig, eat your heart out.
Oh, I've missed a bit. You all got carried away and cocky, so...
Well, we'll blame us. It's probably not the best idea crafted on top of this as a surface. It's pressing down as I'm pressing on the card.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else we can add to this.
Steve on Facebook, loving the craft along. I don't think it is a craft along.
It's not quite a craft along, Steve.
I would say it's more...
If you saw that as a photo on Facebook saying this is this week's craft along, would you like to join us? Would you join us? Maybe. We're here in our
This is more a cry for help, if I'm honest with you.
Oh.
Just so you know, you're not having a white border anymore.
Okay. That's all right. You can't have it all.
It's a creative choice, and I've stuck with it.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good, actually. I'm quite impressed. Quite impressed, right.
I don't, like, no offence, guys. I can use scissors. I have used scissors
The little blue ones in the eye. No, you would be the green and the yellow.
No, I'm not actually left-handed. I am right-handed.
Oh.
I was winding you up, but you did believe me.
I did.
My fingers are too big for some of those scissors.
Oh.
When I was a kid,
Oh.
I was a giant.
Giant. Wow.
I was a size 11 shoe when I was 10
my
years old.
goodness me.
Yeah,
That
I
is
was
large
big.
feet.
Yeah,
Cloud feet.
I've had the same size shoes since I was 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah. And what made it worse was my school, you had to wear a bright green jumper.
Oh,
so
dear.
everyone nicknamed me the big green giant.
Oh. Did you go around saying ho ho ho?
So I don't want to talk about it, guys. I'm fine. I'm not over it. That's fine. That looks really nice.
That looks good. So it's going to be your choice. Where do you want to
Bang in the
stick
centre.
it?
I'm not hiding mistakes.
Well,
I'm proud of my mistakes in
Good.
life.
Good. Where's the scissors? There they are. Oh no, you need to use them.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So with
Should have got
That
two pairs
goes
of
in
scissors. That would have
there.
been too much.
you told me in this whole building we don't have 2 pairs of scissors.
Well, this is one of those things that go missing. Can't find a. Well, you say they're not in stock, Nicola, but I do believe the 6-inch scissors have just come back into stock as of yesterday. They're on the sheet of products that were back in stock, so they should be on the website.
You get all the good access to the sheets.
Oh yeah, my big brother may.
Are you?
Not quite, no. But I know things. Well, some things, not too much.
What did you have for your lunch?
What did I have for my lunch? I had a pita bread.
That it?
Pita bread and some
A
chickpeas.
dry pita bread.
See, I like dry food. Oh, they're
Oh,
not on the website.
Okay, sorry if you...
Sorry, they should be. They will be loaded soon.
They
because
are
they
good
are in the
scissors.
warehouse. They are very good scissors. What are you doing with the pokey tool?
I'm putting the sticky tape.
Oh, taking my tip there. You can stick yours on first and then I can pop my second sentiment on after.
Okay.
Double sentiment.
I've done a bit too much foam on one side. But if I
Just tuck it in. Just bend it round, yeah. There we go. In the centre. Oh, it's definitely
Right.
stuck down. Right, where do we go?
Yeah.
To cover the... No one knows now.
Look
Look
at
at
that.
That is a masterpiece.
That, ladies and gentlemen, can be yours.
That-
Do you know what I would do is... Sorry, what? What?
Open the card.
No.
No, it's not too late to take off the... Come on, quick, quick!
I don't-
Emergency operation!
Right.
Ah, ah, ah.
I think we are... No, because... Yeah.
Oh. Right, come on, this is going to be the test.
I lost my train of thought. I was going to have something really good to say as well then.
This is more important, George. This
Okay.
is a crisis moment.
Pull that off there.
Come on. A crafty crisis.
Just talk amongst yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, okay, so...
Right.
Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Make sure it's right. Which way did you want it, that way or that way?
Go for a tenfold.
Don't fold? I don't know why I slammed that down.
All
So,
right. So you're all right. Got a lot of issues today.
yeah, clearly. This
Oh, yeah,
card is being
because
one of them.
Leanne said if you use glue and foam, because the foam will dry out eventually.
I'm just thinking, because obviously we're taking some of the sticky off, it looks a bit
Yeah.
dog-eared. I thought if we pop some glue on the back.
I am right. I'm
You
always
are right.
Always right.
No, you're right. Always right, apart from with that card that was the wrong way around. But we can still...
Yeah, but it's hung on a wall. If anyone asks.
Oh,
flag.
yeah. They
So-
do that,
Yeah.
so... Oh, no, we'll have
It's
to put
fine.
that there.
Yeah, put it there.
Yeah.
That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
We've done it.
Saved.
So that's all been made with our fantastic goodie bag that you are getting this week on Make It Saturday. I would be tempted,
Oh, go
if
on.
we had more time, to cut out the little spades and hearts
Yeah.
and just do them as little embellishments around the corner in each corner.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
You can
Go
do
on.
that with Craig next week then.
Yeah, well, me and Craig can do that next week. That'll be great. That's all been made possible with the Make It Saturday goodie bag. Loads of great tools. I mean, there's so much within that. £35, $45, and you Club Inspire price as well, £28, $36. Karen's just said, hello again, George, Lilly,
Hello.
Pat, Mary Beth, and everyone. I'm enjoying watching this Saturday morning here in the US. Outside is so heavy with fog, I cannot see the river behind my house. It's like Brigadoon. You two are a delight, and I really appreciate how you're not afraid to experiment live.
We're not afraid,
We're
are
not
we?
afraid. We're not afraid. Loads of you saying hello. Mistress Deo, I'm supposed to be making a birthday present, but I'm watching instead. That is fine. That's fine. By
That's
us.
fine by us.
We're going to take a short break, but after the break, we are going to be opening the craft clinic, and it's all about stamps.
It is.
Not with rocker blocks, because Lily, she struggled. It's fine.
I got there in the end.
You got there in the end. Trial and error. But if you've got any questions about stamping, how to get the best clean stamps, get in touch, comment below. Susie will send those questions to us in this break. And by doing so, you've been automatically entered into the prize draw. And at the end of the craft clinic, we'll be revealing our first winner who's going to win those vouchers. It's the simplest competition around. We will see you. Are we doing some craft reveals with Sara now? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I saw the leopard print coming up and I thought we were doing crafty reels. Sara's taking over. What, on Thursday? If only there was a video to tell us all about it.
Have you missed me? Well, I am back with a bang. I'm going to be taking over Crafters TV on Thursday for a full-on Sara takeover. I've got price drops, time-limited deals. I might even throw in a 5 and 5. So who knows what will happen? So join me on Wake Up Call on Thursday, and then at 2 o'clock UK time, 7 a.m. Eastern and 4 a.m. Pacific for a full 3-hour takeover. Trust me, this is a show you are not going to want to miss.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, craft kits, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low tuck tape and brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spelled quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft asphalt press, sparkle pots, Centura pearl and sticky dots, pigment ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, Ultimate First Compendium, Sara Signature Collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Missed your favourite Crafters TV shows this week? Feel like you've missed out on the best crafting deals? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for Second Chance Sunday, your ultimate catch-up on the top 10 deals, demos and must-see moments from the past week. From incredible discounts to inspiring crafting, this is your second chance to grab the best of the best. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Tune in to Second Chance Sunday, only on Crafters TV. Because every crafter deserves a second chance. You do know this isn't a real door, don't you?
Yes, Second Chance Sunday, back tomorrow at 5 p.m. here in the UK, 12 p.m. should I say, on the East Coast tomorrow. Your top 10, Ben's going to be here going through all the highlights from the last last week here on Crafters TV. Because I know that we're not included because he's pre-recorded, but our socials team are going to be live. Talking of socials, it is of course your craft clinic. The doors are open. I will now see our first patient. Today we are all talking about stamps. Now if you have got any questions about stamping at all, Lily's going to go through all the different kinds of techniques of stamping, the ways you can stamp. We're going to do that for you as well. Some of you got a couple of questions in already. Susie's getting those across to us, and by asking a question, you've automatically entered yourself into the prize draw. At the top of this hour, we are going to be getting our first winner who's won some vouchers just for entering. Just by typing, should I say, I need to get some new words. It's never been so simple. Right, Lily, you're joining me. You're over there.
I am.
Now, we're talking about stamping, how to get clean, crisp stamps. What are the different ways? In fact, we've just been doing a couple of different ways of stamping with a rocker block, with a stamping platform. Lily, what are the different kinds of ways to apply a stamp to a card?
Well, there are a few different sort of platforms and systems that we can use when it comes to stamping. So we'll start off with the rocker block. This is a really nice, quick and easy way to stamp onto your project. So I'm going to grab a piece of our white cardstock. I'm going to take one of my ink pads. Now I'm going to talk about ink pads a little bit later on in terms of the best sorts of ink pads, but the one I'm using for this is our quick dry. And all I'm going to do is I've just popped a clear stamp onto my rocker block. I'm going to take my ink pad directly to that stamp and I'm going to gently tap all over that image just to cover it with that ink. And then we take our cardstock here and all we need to do is pop our thumbs at the bottom on that bottom ridge there, and then our fingers are going to be on that top ridge. We're going to rock from base to top, so just applying even pressure all over that stamp as we rock, and then you can see there we've got that absolutely beautiful crisp stamped impression. Now for me, the time that I use rocker blocks the most often is when I want to stamp quickly and multiple times over an area. So if I was doing an all over background and I wanted to stamp these flowers all over a page, I find it a lot quicker and a lot easier to use a rocker block to do those multiple repeat stamping sorts of designs. So that's one way that we can stamp using our rocker blocks. Second way that we have is we have some of these smaller stamping platforms, and the way that these work is that they have their little spring-loaded feet, and all you do is you take your stamp onto the reverse of that stamping platform there, and then you're going to take something like a stamping mat, because what you want when you stamp is you want a sort of slightly softer, more cushioned surface to stamp onto. So we're going to take our stamping mat and have that underneath our cardstock. Same sort of idea, we'll use exactly the same ink pad for this one, where we take our quick dry ink pad, we take that directly to our stamp, we stamp all over that image, and then all we need to do is just take our stamping platform, position it exactly where we want it onto our cardstock. We're going to take even pressure onto the centre of our stamp just by pressing down using our fingertips, and you can see there those spring-loaded feet sort of touch onto the surface of your card, and that gives you that lovely stamped impression just like so. So that's another way we can use our spring-loaded feet stamping platforms. And then finally, one of our newest ways that we have within our system of stamping platforms here at Crafters Companion is our fantastic stencil and stamp platform. Now this is being used to designed to use alongside both your stamps, which is exactly what we're going to do now, but also alongside your stencils as well. Included in the system, you do have a little sort of plastic bar, which is what allows you to line up your stencils if you're using your layering stencils. Yep. Now in the base here, we've got a, I'm not going to remove it, but you have a mat that you can actually take up, which is a sort of it's not, I don't want to call it a sticky mat, it's more of a cling sort of mat. So we pop our cardstock, if I just cut our cardstock down a little bit more, if we pop our cardstock onto that platform there, you can see that it actually clings to that surface, so it's not going to move about when we come to stamp onto it. Then we take our lid, and you can see once again, same sort of idea as it was with our smaller stamping platform. You've got your spring-loaded feet onto the base of that, one in each corner. Really nice, strong spring-loaded feet, and that will just sort of press down onto the surface. So all we need to do is take our stamp, and we use exactly the same stamp once again. What you can do is you can pop it directly onto the lid, or if you do want to make sure you've lined it up in a specific area onto your cardstock, you can line it up onto your cardstock first, and then go in with your lid and put that stamp up onto your lid. Then you're going to bring in your ink pad once again, taking your ink pad directly to your stamp, gentle tapping all over that stamp. You don't need to really grind the ink into that image, you just want to make sure you're applying it nice and evenly to the surface. And then we just turn that over, making sure all four of those spring-loaded feet are engaging with that well in the base. Then all we need to do is just apply even pressure with our fingertips all over that stamped image, and you can see it's transferred beautifully. But the difference by using this stamping platform, if we had missed a little bit on there, all we do is, because our cardstock is still staying in position thanks to that mat, our stamp hasn't moved either, we just re-ink, and then we can just turn that back over and re-stamp. So it is a nice sort of almost like a safety blanket, if you like, when it comes to stamping. If you have missed a bit, if you've forgotten to ink a certain area of the stamp, you can go back in and re-stamp over there. So that's our sort of main types of stamping platform. We do also bring acrylic blocks as well, which is a nice easy way to stamp with too. But when it comes to ink pads with stamping, we've got lots of different ink pads in our range at Spectrum Noir. Some of them are sort of more geared towards blending and layering or painting sort of techniques, and some are better for stamping. So when it comes to stamping, we always say our sort of gold standard for stamping is our quick dry ink pads. These are the best ones for stamping. They're going to give you a really crisp stamped impression, and if you are using layering stamps, then these are great because they dry quickly, so you're not having to wait for the ink to dry between layers. So that's our main one for our stamping. If you want to be using your embossing powders,
I was going to cut in because Gillian's asking on YouTube which type of ink is best for stamping. So you're saying the quick drying ink.
So best for stamping is definitely your quick dry ink.
Yeah.
However, if you want to stamp and use embossing powder, so if you've got some of your clear embossing powder, you want to stamp using a colour and add your clear embossing powder over the top, you need to use an opaque pigment. The reason being is an opaque pigment is much slower drying than a quick dry. Obviously, as the name suggests, quick dries dry very quickly. Your opaque pigment are very slow drying, which means you've got chance, once you've stamped out that image, you've got chance to apply your embossing powders over the top. If you've used something like a quick dry, this is dried absolutely instantly. So if you pop your embossing powder over the top, it's simply not going to stick to that stamped image. So if you stamp with your opaque pigment, apply some of your embossing powder over the top, then heat set it, you're going to get that lovely heat embossed image. And then of course you can stamp using other ink pads, things like our water reactive, but just bear in mind these are going to give you a more distressed effect. They're not going to give you that lovely crisp stamped image like your quick dries are. And then finally, the two other sort of ink pads that I tend to stamp with are my waterproof and my alcohol proof. So anytime you're colouring with any sort of water-based medium, whether it's going to be your aqua pen, your aqua pencils, any sort of water-based medium, you need to use a waterproof ink pad. Otherwise, what's going to happen when you add that water is it's just going to bleed. So that's your waterproof. And then finally, we do also have our alcohol proof. So same sort of idea, just you're going to use this one with your alcohol-based markers, whether it's your illustrators, classics, tri-blends and so on. This is going to make sure that ink pad doesn't move as you start to add in those colouring mediums. I know that was a super quick, super brief sort of whistle-stop
it was
tour,
great.
but just a brief overview of the two sort of main sorts of your ink pads and your stamping platforms.
Yeah, because Trudy's asking on YouTube, which you've answered the question, what kind of ink pad do you use if you're colouring watercolours? Are you using your waterproof? That one Liz using. Christine on Facebook. In fact, no, I'll ask another question about inks actually. M Books on everywhere on YouTube. What are suggested inks for sentiment versus images, or are they all interchangeable?
That is such a good question. That's a question that we get asked time and time again. Now, I have to say, for me personally, I know Craig is the same. There's two, if I just want a sentiment stamp or a verse stamp, then I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm not going to add ink over the top. I'm not going to colour it. I'm not going to add any sort of medium over the top. The two ink pads I go to, one of the two, they both work equally well, is I either go for my alcohol proof or my waterproof. I just find personally, they give you a really, really crisp stamped impression, especially on your sentiments. And you do have 4 different colourways in each. So you've got your black, you've got your flagstone, rustic brown, and your pebble as well. So you've got 4 different options. If you wanted to bring in colours, so you're not wanting to go for the more neutral colours, you want to go for bright colours, then go for one of your quick dry ink pads, because we have a larger range of colours in these. But anytime I'm stamping a black sentiment, I either go for my alcohol proof or waterproof.
Perfect. And that's for sentiments and images, the same ink?
So images, if you're just going to keep it as a line art and you're not going to colour it, then it'd be exactly the same. Obviously, if you're going to colour, go for a waterproof or an alcohol proof, depending on the medium that you're going to colour with.
Perfect. Christine on Facebook. Hi there. Hi.
Hi.
Question, brand new stamps. Can you please go over a brand new stamp and how to prep it for first use? I usually use Versamark, but are there other ways? And I'm going to stall while Lily gets the bits and bobs that she requires
I'm
to
ready.
talk. She's ready. Let's do this. Go.
Right, go, blimey, go. Okay, this is a question, once again, that we get time and time again. Now, a watermark ink pad is basically the same sort of idea as a VersaFine. So what you can sometimes find when you've got a fresh stamp, and let's be honest, these stamps certainly aren't fresh stamps by the looks of them. But when you get a fresh stamp, what it can have on the surface, it can have a little bit of sort of residue on the surface from manufacture. And what that means is you're not going to get a beautifully crisp stamped impression the first time. So there's a couple of ways you can combat this. The one thing I will say, and this is one of these crafty rules that I absolutely live by, some people will say take like an emery board or a sanding block and slightly sand the surface. I will never, ever, 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 ever advocate doing that. I do not think it's a good idea. Please don't do it, because what you can do is you can end up sanding some of that raised image off, and you can end up basically ruining your stamp. So I definitely not recommend doing that. One way that some people do is they take some sort of adhesive tape, so something like your low tack tape or your sticky tape, and what they do is they take a length of that tape and they just go all over the stamp, just like so, and what it'll do is it'll pick up any of that residue that you've got on the stamp, and it's basically not as harsh as using something like a sanding block. So that's one way you can do it. You can take an eraser over the surface. You can rub an eraser all over the surface of your stamp, and that will get rid of any residue, so just rubbing over the top of that stamped surface there. Or finally, the way that you've just alluded to there is using your watermark ink pad. So all you're going to do is you're just going to mount your stamp onto any platform that you're using. You're going to ink it up first using your watermark ink pad, and then once you've fully inked it up using that, you're then going to go in with your ink pad of choice that you want to use for your project and then stamp. And basically what it does is that by using your watermark first, it allows that ink to cling better to the stamp, and you're going to get a perfect stamped impression. But that's something you just need to do when the stamps are new. It's not something you need to do each and every single time. Hopefully that helps.
Perfect. Do you know what? I love our craft clinics. I always come away learning something.
I love them too. I love getting all the questions in. I love it when you guys ask us things that perhaps you've never asked before, you're just not sure on. Honestly, I love this segment, so keep those questions coming.
Absolutely. So, for the time being, the craft clinic is closed.
Oh,
because I know,
doors are closed.
No. Let me open the doors. Okay.
Oh.
Karen on Facebook.
Hello, Karen.
Hello. If the alcohol-proof ink good... put my tea. Oh my goodness. I am a professional.
You're worse today.
I am the best in my price range. Karen on Facebook. Is the alcohol-proof ink good for watercolours as well as alcohol markers?
No. So
What
when it
happens?
comes to... Sorry, that's a really blunt no. I didn't mean to be
No,
quite so
next
blunt.
question, right.
But, sorry, Karen. But it's one of the two. So if ever you're using waterproof ink pads, waterproof ink pads are always for your water-based mediums. If you use an alcohol-proof, do you know what? I'll show you. Actually.
Do it.
Let's show you. So if you use an alcohol-proof ink pad, so let's just grab our rocker block and let's just grab our stamp, and I'll show you what happens, because basically it will end up just bleeding if you add water at the top. So we'll take our stamp, we'll pop that onto our rocker block. We'll take our alcohol-proof ink pad, and I love the fact they've got different colours. So your blue is your waterproof, and this red colour is your alcohol-proof. And we'll just ink up that image that we've just been showing you how you can stamp. Pop that onto our cardstock, and then I've got some water here, so I'll just grab my cup of water, and I'm not going to paint this particularly nicely. I'm just going to get some water onto there, and you can see it just moves it. So just by using water, there's nothing funny in here. It's just literally a fresh cup of water, and you can see if you add water over the top of your alcohol-proof, it will literally just bleed, just like that. But conversely, if we come in with our waterproof, so I'll just show you the difference if we bring in our waterproof. If you stamp using your waterproof, so same sort of idea.
Sorry, just be really... Do you have to clean the stamp before...
You should, yeah,
Okay.
you should get into the habit of cleaning your stamp. I have to say I'm awful.
I'm sorry, I want to be that guy. I want to be that good.
You want to be that? You want to be
As
a good
good as you.
crafter. You can tell you're a new crafter.
I want to be a crafter.
You are a crafter. You've done lots of craft, and you can see if you pop your water over the top, that's not moving whatsoever.
Amazing. That's so
compared to
quick
that.
as well, isn't it?
It dries instantly, so you don't... We always used to do that demo in the past where we used to stamp, we used to knock a whole cup of water over the top just to prove that it dries instantly, and you can really saturate it with water, and it's never going to move. There you go.
Genius. Absolute genius. Love to Curate says, great tip, Lily. I haven't tried the tape method. No,
It's a good one.
it's
It
a
does
good one.
work.
That
It
is
does
a great
work.
one. And Gillian also says on YouTube, tape, eraser tip. So useful. Thank you. No,
Welcome.
Thank you. Right, we definitely close the door. We lock the doors. Yeah, lock them.
Locked
yeah,
up.
good. We lock
Not
the doors.
going
Craft
back.
Clinic. Next week, we'll have another craft clinic all for you about, well, I don't know yet.
Dunno.
But it's going to be Craig next
Could
week.
be anything.
So who knows what it could be about. But I'm sure the usefulness will be there, if that's the real word. Now, to all those people who have commented, thank you, because you've entered yourself into the prize draw, and we have got a winner for our first hour.
Ooh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the first winner for today is the one, the only, Karen Carter.
Woo!
Yeah, all Karen said to us was, I'm crafting now with the magical day. It's a great set. That's all she said.
That's all we need to know.
And she's won a prize. Karen, all you've got to do is type in the email below, cdvprizes@crafterscompany.co.uk, and say, listen, I've won, give me my prize. Now, please. Pretty please with cherry on top. You've won yourself some vouchers to spend on some fantastic Crafters Companion. Loads of you going crazy for the goodie bags. So if you want to get those goodie bags, make sure you put those in your bag. We've got a little break coming up for you. After the break, Lily is also going to be crafting with Magical Day. But Lily, you aren't going to win a prize, just so you know that.
Oh, do you know
sorry,
what? Working with you is the only prize I need.
What do you want from me?
You to come and do the demos.
I don't want to show you up. Right. Check out your baskets. We'll see you back in here in just a few moments.
Why do I love Crafters Companion? Well, we got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant. When they do their shows, they're so comical when it comes down to wrestling. I know I took the mick out of Craig with his watch. Said it must have come from a Christmas cracker, but I like his watch. I think it's brilliant. Anyway, I've had to get myself off the floor. I had to use my Vernon Hoover to suck me up off the floor, and I had to use my foam on a roll to keep me secured up so I don't fall over again, because I'm still in shock, because we know Platinum Plus for life, so I'm Plat Plus. Speak soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and there could be commercial meetings, there could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different.
Getting early on the morning to work, set up all my cameras, all my TV monitors, make sure the lights are on. After the last show, we'll need to make sure everything's switched off, ready for the next day. Then I get to go home, just watch some TV, watch some movies or something when I'm making some food, and then go to sleep.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed before I get up in the morning.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hello, yes, welcome back. I was tucking my shirt in. Welcome back to Make It Saturday here on Crafters TV. Hope you're having a great Saturday wherever you are in the world. Before the break, the wonderful Karen had won herself some vouchers just by joining in and commenting. So if you want to say hello, let us know what you're up to. Loads of you saying hello, which is great. We love having you on board. M's books everywhere. Oh, George, I'm glad you are back. You and Lily start my Saturday off with lots of laughs.
Oh,
LOL. LOL. Diane actually, we were talking about this before the break, about me crafting. Diane on the YouTube, crafting with George. Yeah, good one, Lily. What do you mean? I'm a good crafter. I can use scissors safely.
Yeah, you could. You did good with the scissors. Fussy cutting champ.
Move the paper. But as you know, in Make It Saturday, we've got some great deals, some great bargains. This is a great one for you. It is, of course, the magical day. Hey! It's a stencil and die and stamp and everything set. This is, look at that, let's look at the price. £5, $5. Club Inspire price, platinum price, £4, $4. You are getting everything in here. You're getting stamps, dies and stencils, allowing you to create these beautiful characters for cards, invitations. It's never too early to start thinking about Christmas. You can make stags and deers. You've got that wonderful whimsical kind of fun side of crafting, which I love. You've got everything in here, plus as well, you've got these fantastic sentiments. You've got wishing you a magical day, embrace your inner unicorn, believe in the magic of the season, winter wishes, may all your wishes, wildest dreams come true, Christmas cheer to a friend. So, dear.
Ho ho, boom boom.
That's beautiful. Eurovision Song Contest. Israel a couple of years ago did a song called Unicorn, and it was a great song. I still listen to that now every day.
Oh dear.
It's a great song. But what a brilliant set, and there's so much fun and play within this. £5, $5, £4, $4. I mean, that is ridiculous. Lily, you have got something beautiful and magical planned with this wonderful magical day set, haven't you?
I'm hoping. Right, so we're going to create a stepper style card using this fantastic collection here. I love this set. It's such a cute set. Something a little bit quirky, a little bit different for your crafting. And I love the fact as well that it's going to take your crafting the whole year through. So we're thinking about Christmas, thinking about your everyday. You've got it all covered within this set. I've been looking at this as George was just showing you the boards actually, and I was thinking if you remove that horn, that could be all sorts of different animals, couldn't it? It could be a little pussy cat that you created with that one. It could be almost like a little teddy bear. That shape of the ear there, you could use that for all sorts of different animals. So just take the horn off and it could be all sorts.
Do you know what that reminds me of? A flame. It looks like a flame, not even an ear.
It does, doesn't it? If you cut that in your red, your yellows and your oranges, get just a little rectangular card, that'd be a candle for a birthday. Do you know what? That'd be a lovely card.
Just a simple candle.
Wow.
Or do you know, but if you make a condolences card?
Yeah.
Just a candle, very simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, I'm just saying, crafting over here and there.
Well, I know all these ideas. I've never thought of. It could be a Christmas candle.
Yeah.
Little candlestick, pop a little bit of holly. You do you even get holly in the set as well. You get your holly and your berries.
You're making a Hanukkah card.
You could.
For the candles of Hanukkah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts within this one. Unfortunately, ours is going to be a lot more boring that we're creating now, just using the unicorn. But if you had more time, then you could be creating that at home.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the unicorn. So we're going to create a stepper style card using this set here. So it's quite a small little card. The back section is about 3 3/4 by about 4.5, and that front section there is about 2.5. So we've just created that stepper card just using some of our A4 cardstock. And just to go in the back of here, we've got a few mats and layers. I've dug out one of my favourite paper pads, which is that gorgeous ombre glitter pad, which I think is absolutely stunning. Just thought it worked really nicely with the whole unicorn theme. So we'll grab our tape pen and we'll mat and layer our lovely glitter card onto some black cardstock. I'm using the 6x6 pad of the glitter card for this particular card, just because we're creating a smaller card. It allows us to get more of that colour gradient onto our smaller sheets. If you're using your 12x12 card, you wouldn't see as much of that sort of variation between the colours.
Yeah.
But it would still work beautifully. You just get fewer colours onto your mats and layers. And then we'll just take our tape pen onto the reverse of there, and that's just going to go onto the inside or that back part.
Love that card. That's gorgeous.
Isn't it lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. Just going to pop that onto there. And that's going to be our back section there. And then we've got a couple more mats and layers that's going to go onto the front. So we've got our black mat and layer, and then we've got some of our white cardstock. But we're not going to stick that together just yet. So we're going to do a little bit of inking onto that white panel first of all. Now within this set, you don't just get your dies, you get your stamps and you get your stencils as well. So on here, you've got all your different choices of your eyes. You've got your horn. So with your horn, you can cut it and then ink through that. You do have a detailed die if you prefer to use that as well. You've got all your different styles of eyes, and you've got your little sort of cheek decorations on here. And that's what we'll start off with by popping our little cheek decorations onto the bottom half of our card. So I'm just going to line that up. So I've got an even space from that left-hand side to our stencil, and then from the right-hand side to our stencil. If you find that difficult,
emboss that unicorn horn.
Yeah, you could do.
Cool.
Yeah. My goodness me. All these ideas I can't cope. My mind's just exploding.
I didn't know. Okay, where was I when Lily was getting this ready? But
where were you?
Actually, going back to the embossing, you know, obviously you're colouring the little dots there.
Yeah.
Is that not too intricate for it to be embossed, or would it actually work?
It would work, yeah.
Would it? Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't believe it.
Certainly could, yeah.
I have been listening to the crafty clinics. I
listening
generally don't
a lot.
sit there playing Angry Birds.
Well, I did wonder.
I did buy it on the iPad. No, I'm joking, I didn't really. Loads of you love this set, and loads of you use this set, and loads of you are amazed by that price of £5 or $4. Crafting, not grafting. I love making Saturday. I'm signing and watching. Gillian said, have the magical day set. It's lovely. And Marnie said, I can't believe the price. I can't believe the price.
Me neither, quite frankly.
So what have you just done there? What, you just coloured?
So, I'd be honest, what I did, got a little bit of muck on there. And what I've found through trial and error, a little bit random, but I've found if you use the end of your pokey tool, if you've got any bits of like adhesive on there, just rub it away with the end of your pokey tool. You can tell I do a lot of crafting to have found that out, can't you? Blimey me. But yeah, if you've got any little sticky bits, use the end of your pokey tool. It's double-ended for a reason.
So on average, Lily, per week, how much
week?
crafting do you think you do?
We're talking about hours.
Yeah. Well, no, what we want is minutes. No, I'm joking. How many hours would you say?
My goodness me, right. I'd say on an evening, I probably get about solid 4 hours on an evening.
Every evening?
Every evening. So that'll be like, what's 5 times 5, 10, 20 hours. 20 hours Monday to Friday.
What?
And then it depends if I'm in on a weekend or if I'm at home. So it could be up to like, I don't know, 10 hours?
Lee just go running,
Been this morning, yeah, I've been out this morning, pounding the pavements. But I'll tend to go out for a run as soon as I get up, and then I'll sort of get myself ready and whatnot, and then I'll craft for the rest of the day. If it's nice weather, I'll go outside for a bit, go out for a walk.
Yeah.
It's my hobby at the end of the day.
No.
So.
Do you have a lot of finished projects? Are they unfinished?
Oh, I'm quite good at finishing stuff, I have to say. I am quite good. It tends to be all samples or prep, to be honest. So
yeah, busy bee.
Busy bee, absolutely.
Busy unicorn.
Yeah. Busy unicorn. Well, never been called that before, but first time for everything, isn't it? Yeah, but how many projects a week? Oh, that's a tough one. It depends.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if I'm prepping, it can take longer than if I'm just making samples. So it's how long's a piece of string.
Well, it depends how long you've pulled it out, to be fair. That's the question on that one, isn't it? On the string.
Well, it is, isn't it? Depends if it's all wound up or not. I'd say that on average, for a prep kit, for one prep, I'd say about a couple of hours, good couple of hours
All
at
for
least.
you guys?
All for you
loves
guys.
You.
I do. I absolutely do, right.
Who's your favourite viewer now?
I'd have to say my mum or my sister.
Ah.
No, actually, I'll say my niece.
Yeah, because
my niece is my favourite.
Oh, Mother's Day card.
Well, I've made my niece a birthday card.
You could use this set.
I've already made it. I've used Tiny Treasures.
Have you? It was on YouTube, so I made a unicorn one for my niece's birthday last month and used the ombre glitter card as well. Lily must have read my mind.
That's a bit spooky, isn't it? I do apologise. I do think they work together nicely, though, the glitter and the unicorn.
You could have those eyes any way round, really, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Apparently, I'm hearing Debbie did one winking. How did she do one winking?
Right.
Oh, it's Easter treat box.
Oh, the eyes. I see. The eyes are the same way.
Cheeky little unicorn, eh? Winking at us. We're just going to have it. Is it closing its eyes? Is it having a little sleep? Is it tired? It's having a little nap, an afternoon nap.
Unicorns have got a hard job.
They have.
There is a film out at the minute. It's a bit of a horror film.
Oh, dear.
Oh, is it horror? I think it's more of a comedy, but a dark comedy.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called now, but it's about a unicorn. But it's a unicorn that just goes a little bit savage.
Doolally. Oh dear.
It's a bit of a. It's lost its magical and just goes a bit
on
a rampage. Yeah.
Oh,
so what's the name? Jenny Ortega. Jenna Ortega's in it. You know the Wednesday. She's in that. That's the dance. I was doing the dance that she's in Wednesday. Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Lovely. That's the unicorn. Oh, what you mean the?
Oh, the Saturday Sizzler dance. Oh, well,
have we got a graphic for Sizzler deal this week?
Well, we'll have to dance again.
It's back to the Saturday Sizzler deal. You know it.
Saturday Sizzler. It really, mine's not quite the same, is it?
No, it's not. Saving for a run.
I'll leave it to you.
You haven't got the. Where's the energy?
It's a bit of a tired Saturday Sizzler, not so much of a sizzle. Well, I don't know what. Oh dear.
Catherine on YouTube, listen, my love, I hope this goes well for you tomorrow. Wish me luck. For the market tomorrow, I'm selling my makes for breast cancer now.
Oh, good luck.
Love the car during the break. Catherine, all my luck to you, my darling. Hope it all goes well tomorrow.
Well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know how you get on. Hopefully really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Has that die, the unicorn die, got embossing features in it? Or?
No, it's a two-parter. So a bit like, do you remember when you cut your Greek tile out earlier?
Yeah, and I went perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect, apart from when you ripped it, but never mind. We'll forget about that. So you have your inner die,
She
so that
says
inner
these
bit will
words.
cut into the card, and then the outer die, if you just use the outer die on its own, it'll
Yeah.
give you something a little bit like that. So you can use your stencil with that one if you so choose, but we're going to cut out the detail for this card. So I've got my 3 parts to my ear, got my outer, my inner, and my middle ear.
Yep.
And then you've got your detailed here for your unicorn horn. We're just taping those down. You can see we're using real tiny little scraps of cardstock, so it's ideal, this die set, for all those little scraps that we have in our crafty stash. It's going to be a great way to use up all those little scraps.
Yeah.
So we can just wait till we hear that sort of clonk, and then we can just pause it, and then we can reverse it back out. Just because we've got all those dies just at the very end of our plate, we don't need to run it all the way through. We can just pause it, reverse it back out, and then that's going to save us a little bit of time when we're crafting.
Yeah.
Then we just need to start popping our pieces out, and then we can start to stick our ear together.
Amazing. Eileen on YouTube, good morning from Central New York. New Jersey, sorry. Late, it's in front of me. Late to the party today. You can always catch up. You can always catch up.
You can.
Right, this may be a lady thing. I need some help on this. Imani on YouTube.
Right, okay.
My word, every time I see lashes, I think they need some flocking powder.
Oh.
Oh, is that a crafting thing? Sorry. Okay, I don't know if it was makeup. What's flocking powder?
That's, did we have it on the other week? We might have done. It's a little bit like glitter, I suppose.
Right.
But do you know flock wallpaper?
Oh, the flock papers.
Yeah.
Yes, I do
So we
know.
have powders of that, so you can create your own. So instead of using just the papers, you can create your own flocking.
Create your own flock.
Yeah. Flock of sheep.
A flock of
Flock of-
seagulls.
Flock of seagulls. Well, I don't like seagulls. They're
Do you
evil.
not? Why not?
Some of them are huge. They're a bit, I think, a bit menacing about them, isn't there?
Yeah, they go for your chips every
do.
single time.
Absolutely do. My mum always tells a story of her brother when they were younger. He was eating a bag of crisps, not chips, bag of crisps. Seagull comes over and took the whole bag. The whole bag. Not just one crisp, the whole bag.
Now, I have a seagull story, and I used to tell the story when I was here last time.
Okay. I might remember it.
People got offended by my story, and it's not a bad thing. I was back in Sweden.
Oh, back in
Stockholm.
Sweden, when you didn't go to IKEA.
No, I didn't go to IKEA. I was working on a boat, and I used to be able to get a bit of time just to go to this beautiful little ice cream parlour on top of the hills, overlooking the docks in Stockholm. It's beautiful, right? Stockholm, it's long summer days, ABBA's playing in the background.
Oh, nice.
You know, the smell of meatballs wafting through the land. There's this gorgeous little ice cream shop on the top of the hills, and I'd go to this little ice cream shop. I only had like an hour off the ship, right? I'd get there. Now, Scandinavia is a little bit pricey.
Okay.
That's just always, any of the Scandinavians are a bit more expensive. So I bought this ice cream, a lovely, fresh made, gorgeous ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm by myself. The person I was working with on the ship has stayed on the ship. All of a sudden, the seagull comes down for my ice cream, takes a bite out of it.
Oh.
So I bop it on the head. Right?
With the ice cream or with your hand?
With my hand.
With your hand, right.
I'm tight. I'm northern. I spent a lot of money on this ice cream.
Well, yeah.
It flies away.
Yep.
And then comes back in for a second bite.
No way.
So I bop it again, and then I start to run. A fully grown 6'2" man running down the street of Stockholm, like all these families just watching me. More offended that I'd bopped a seagull, but he was attacking my ice cream, and
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, of course I still ate it when it took a bite.
Bird flu or all
I'm not
sorts.
wasting ice cream. Yeah,
Oh,
I touched
no.
it.
No wonder you've never been the same since.
Listen, I've got an immune system like a seagull. Touch wood.
Oh, that poor seagull. It just wanted something to eat.
Yeah,
Popped it on the head twice.
If it wanted, I'd have bought it an ice cream if it had asked me.
Would you?
But
Would you?
Yeah, manners maketh the bird.
Well,
I don't
blimey,
need
mate.
my ice cream being stolen. I wouldn't steal its ice cream.
All right.
I would actually, maybe I would.
Have you been back to Sweden since?
No, I'm not allowed back in the country.
Being barred.
Travel ban, no, I'm joking.
Not surprised. Poor little seagull. Oh, dear.
Obviously, we were talking about stamps a little bit earlier on. I know we've progressed to the Magical Days collection. Annie on YouTube. Annie, are you okay? Annie from upstate New York, looking for a good black ink. What would you recommend? Thanks. Well, it depends. We were saying this earlier with your inks. Depending on what you use. If you're using if you're using watercolors or if you're using alcohol markers, all depends on what you're using it for. But you did recommend, didn't you, Lily, what ink to use if you're just doing a fine black
I did. I've just popped them away. I don't worry, I'll get them back out. So there's my two that I go to. If I'm not adding any sort of colour, so if I'm just stamping a sentiment or just a line image, I'm not going to add any pens or any ink to. I go for either my waterproof or my alcohol proof. For me, either or, they work both the same sort of way in terms of the crisp stamped image. They give you a really nice, clean, crisp stamp, especially if you're using your sentiments. The sentiment that we're going to use for this card, actually, I've stamped with the alcohol proof. You can see even on that really fine detail, it's stamped absolutely beautifully.
Perfect. There you are. Thank you very much. Loads of you sending seagull stories in now.
Oh, I'd love to hear them.
And I love, sorry, Susie's on the socials today, and what this lovely socials teams do is when they send a message in, they put like a little emoji to relate to what's in the thing, so we know. So we've got, if it's a question, we get a question mark emoji, or if it's, Susie's put, she's used the peace dove, the dove that's got the little bit of, it's got a name.
Olive branch.
Olive branch in its mouth, which she's used for peace. Seagulls are a peaceful animal, let me tell you that for free. Crafting not grafting. A seagull once stole my dog's ball off the beach and flew away with it. Now, what kind of ball are we talking? Because if it's tennis ball, amazing. Football, that I need to see.
Basketball, I'd like to see that. Be quite entertaining, wouldn't it?
Anne's also said on Facebook, never try, this is going for someone who's experienced this, never try to feed seagulls cheese puffs off the back of a ferry boat to Nantucket. Their bite is like shutting a car door on your fingertip.
Oh dear. That sounds
nice
awful.
at all.
Well, I'll bear it in mind. If I am ever in Nantucket, I won't be doing that.
Yeah. And eating cheese puffs.
Well, given I don't like cheese puffs, I don't think that's too much danger.
Yeah, but they are dry. You like your dry foods.
Oh, dear. I don't like flavoured crisps.
And sorry, you don't like flavoured crisps?
Yeah.
So what do you eat? Plain potatoes?
I mean, like, salted is fine. Or salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are my favourite. Just not a cheese puff.
I can't wait for Craig next week.
He's even odder than I am.
Yeah, no, he is. I eat most things. Susie said, I couldn't find a seagull. I don't have my glasses on. It looked close. It's good enough, Susie. Hey, I'm glad you're here, Susie. Susie's first
Make it Saturday.
Make it Saturday.
Woohoo. She'll probably never be coming back. She'll say, don't put me on any more of them shows. They talk about seagulls.
We like
cheese
seagulls.
puffs.
We've got unicorns. Also, Crafty Vera on YouTube. Very late to the party. I tuned in late to find lovely Lily and gorgeous George. I met Lily at NA.
You did?
So nice. What's
She
NA?
did. It was the pop-up shop at Newton Aycliffe.
Ah.
And she was absolutely lovely. So, Crafty Vera, lovely to have you with us.
That's like Secret Society Club. What's the NA?
The NA. Newton Aycliffe, NA.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was like in America because all the states are usually related to, like, North America.
Yeah, no. It's good old Newton Aycliffe. Where else? NA. It makes it sound a lot more glamorous, doesn't it? We'll go with that.
Totally. Did you move up here for work?
I did, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't just happen to move to Newton Aycliffe just for the fun of it.
Wow. People at Newton Aycliffe may have
No,
something to say.
I like
No,
Newton
you said
Aycliffe.
it.
I like Newton Aycliffe. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
You liked it so much.
I bought a house.
The
you
lovely
go.
Pat said, can George show us what's in the Saturday bag? I came to the show late and missed it. Pat, maybe we'll get a chance a little bit. I promise you, we'll get some time. It's a good one. It's a good one this week.
It is a good one.
And there's loads of love in the goodie bags. Remember, on the website, 10 items, you can make your very own goodie bag. 10 items for £20 or $20. Loads of you going crazy for that. I mean, a few of you are buying multiple goodie bags. So you're filling one goodie bag and then going, well, I'll buy the other items that I want for another goodie bag. You get 2 goodie bags for 40. And listen, I don't know if you can get 3 goodie bags for 60 or 4 goodie bags for 80.
Look at that mass there. Blimey me. Carol Vorderman, eat your heart out.
You're going to save a lot of pennies that way. Trust me on that one. Or what Ben likes to say now, which you notice, he goes, it's £5 or it's $5.
He always says books, doesn't he?
He always says books now. He's got a new little, that's his new thing.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
There's nothing worse when you're, as a presenter, every presenter has buzzwords. And now I've said it, you're going to notice mine. I have one that goes, hey guys, I said guys a lot.
Yeah.
Look at this great deal. Look at that. Well, we've always got great deals. I know, I'll ruin TV for you. I'm not even a real person. I'm AI. Crafty Vera's blushing.
Oh, Crafty Vera.
Put a jacket on, keep warm. Now, I love a unicorn. Has a unicorn got a name, by the way?
Well, no. What should we call him?
Well, we've got the Ninja Turtle outside, which is wonderful Jake's turtle plant.
Oh, yeah, we named that last week,
Ninja
didn't we? I
Turtle.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got that. What can we call the unicorn?
Think.
Euronica.
Well, yeah.
Veronica the unicorn.
Eureka.
Eureka, ka. That's a little, what was it called? Shooting Stars reference for all you...
See, as we know, I'm too young for that.
I'm only a few years older than you. I'm not like
We
a
had this
million
whole
years
battle last
older.
weekend.
Oh,
George
my
thinking I was
goodness.
older than I was. Putting years on me. Dear, oh dear.
Laurie on YouTube, what ink is good to stamp outline for watercolour or alcohol pens? I just can't seem to keep that information in my head. Right.
Oh,
I'll remind you of this because I'm good. Go on,
Go
you
on.
hold them, I'll show them. You hold them up and I'll tell people.
all right, I'll be the visual, you'll be the audio.
And yeah, so blue, that one there, that is your waterproof ink, and that's to be used when you're using watercolours because it won't smudge. The lovely one that you see underneath it, that is your alcohol proof, and that should be used when you're using your alcohol markers.
Beautiful. Beautifully put. There you go. He's been listening.
That information stays in my head.
Forever.
I try, Laurie, I try. Not saying I'm any good, but I wish you'd tell me. Jamie cuts to me and I'm breathing out and I'm like, and then I go, what you'll see is happening, I'll do this, and then you'll see me go, I grow a few inches, just so I've got to hold that in. Hold it in.
Just putting his corset on.
It's hard to constantly hold it in. I know, I like food.
He needs to get himself a corset. That's all you need.
Yeah, do sell men corsets.
Do they?
I know a magician who wears a corset on stage.
Wow. It's not
No,
Stephen Mullen, is it?
It's not Mullen, no. Zoe on YouTube, remember the Shooting Stars? George, don't forget the Duff from Above.
Duff from Above, yeah, my dad always says that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duff
Duff
from
from
Above.
Above.
If you've never seen Shooting Stars, if you've recently watched Last One to Laugh on Amazon Prime.
Oh, is it any good? I was thinking of watching that.
good.
Is it good?
Bob Mortimer,
He's
who I
funny.
love, and Vic Reeves, they used to have a show, it was on the BBC in the early 90s, it was called Shooting Stars, and it started Matt Lucas's career. Matt Lucas was on that as a character called Georgie Dawes. Georgie Dawes, one of the scores. And Judge Dawes then became Marjorie Dawes in Little Britain. But it was a big show in the early 90s, and they brought it back. But it was just, if you know what Bob Mortimer's like, and Vic Reeves, comedy, it's just a bit out there.
Yeah, it's a bit random.
But it's just like that. And yeah, Bob Mortimer's brilliant. Read his books. Read any of his books. They are great. Hotel Avocado, great book to read. He's wrote that. That is hilarious.
Bob Mortimer is very, very funny.
Very funny. Do you want my friend? Is he from around here? Middlesbrough. He's from the northeast. And Vic Reeves, is he a Darlington boy?
I never knew he was from
But
Darla.
one of my favourite shows is Gone Fishing with Bob Mortimer.
It is
and,
a good watch, that
what's his name?
actually.
Can't remember his name.
Paul Whitehouse.
Thank you very much. Brilliant show.
There you go.
Look at I Love a Unicorn. Put some gems on them.
Few gems, as always. Few gems just into the centre of the flowers there. How cute is that? Just a cute little card using that fantastic magical day. That's the sort of thing you can create when you pick it up for, yes, a fiver.
A fiver or £4 or $4. That can be all your stamps, stencils, dies, everything in this section to create those fantastic cards with the reindeer, with the unicorn, anything that you want. I mean, that price is crazy. Loads of you loving this. Peggy on YouTube, what a cute card. I'm inspired to pull out a magical day unicorn.
Do it.
Crafting, not Grafting, says we should call it Sparkles the unicorn.
Oh, that's a good name,
That's
Sparkles.
very game name. Very game name, a very great name.
Great game, good game, good game.
Good game. Nice to see you. I'll do a good Ben Mosby impression of Bruce Forsyth. Live at 5. Right, that is yours. £5, $5, £4, $4. That is an incredible price. Now, I know what you're wondering. What has Sara been up to this week? Well, she's been doing some more crafty reels for you, giving you some great inspiration. We are going to be looking at paper tea lights. Ooh. Patchwork photo frames. Ooh, and inky background cards. So our wonderful Sara, if you follow her on her Instagram, you know how busy she is, always crafting. She did a lovely Easter wreath a couple of days ago, which I loved. Check out some of these highlights and hopefully you get a little bit of inspiration.
How cute are these? And they're dead easy and you can do it with any paper. So I'm just using some vellum, which is like the semi-translucent stuff. Love a bit of purple. Now, you can die cut your circles or you just need a load of 2.5-inch circles. And then each one of them is going to fold in half. So you want 12 of them, right? And then, now this is a bit fiddly, but you've got to trust the process, okay? So we're just going to take them and fold them round like the rim of a jar. And a little bit of glue to hold the next one on. Can you see? Just overlap a little bit around the jar. This is the bit that feels a bit weird. Trust the process. And then it becomes easier once you've got that first layer on, because you're just popping a little bit of glue in and then just overlapping them. Keep trusting the process. And then the last couple, you want to turn the other way so the pattern's on the outside. And then all you want is a little tea light. Obviously a battery operated one. And then lovely on the sideboard.
Hey, welcome back to Make It Saturday here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Company. My name's George Akid. Look at the time. Where's the time going today? It is flying by. Loads of you loving Sara's crafty reels, as always. Love Sara's quick craft videos. There's a Marnie on YouTube. Melanie on YouTube. I'll be making those tea light holders this weekend. I have a lot of vellum to use up. Absolutely. Hopefully, you've got some inspiration. Laurie on YouTube has put this all in capitals. George, what does she do in the boating field? That's in capitals. I work as sometimes go on the ships as what they call a guest entertainer, and I go on there, entertain the masses. Can I say? Lily gave me a little. That's quite exciting, yeah. All expenses.
Quite impressed.
Listen. If you pay me enough, I'll be there for you. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I love it. I'm going on in a couple of weeks' time. I'm very excited.
Ooh.
On the wonderful Ventura ship. But you don't care about that. What you care about is your Saturday Sizzler deals.
Woo!
There they are. They're back for you. Every week we bring you 5 brilliant Saturday Sizzler deals. We always get excited. Now this one, Lily is a personal fan of this. She uses it in her own crafting at home. She, honestly, when we saw what was on the Saturday Sizzler deals, Lily was going absolutely crazy. Can't believe the price that it is on there. Now Lily, you're a massive fan of these. And I mean, look at that price you're paying for these today, Lily.
Absolutely incredible. Now, you guys at home, I'm sure you know that I absolutely love my storage. My craft rooms at home are absolutely kitted out in Totally Tiffany, and this is one of the ones I actually have in my house at home. I love this fantastic collection here. This is your Kiwi Lane single pocket storage card. Amazing price on this. You should be paying just shy of £15, or as Ben would say, 18 bucks. But today it's just under £4 or just under £5. And this is a fantastic system for storing all sorts of crafted goodies. Love the fact that it's clear and you can see through all these pockets. It's not just a set of one though, you get 4 different pockets included. Shall I open it? I'll open it up.
Yeah,
open
there. It.
Show you these fantastic storage pockets, and you can store literally anything in here. Of course, they're going to be great for your crafting. It could be for your makeup brushes, it could be documents that you're storing about the house, it could be different items that you're crafting with that you're going to be storing in here. You get all 4 of these different plastic wallets. You can be storing all sorts in here. You could even be popping your glitter paste into there. Perhaps you're going to your craft classes, your craft crops, and you want one different project in all 4. You've got 4 different projects you want to storing each and every single one of these, you can absolutely do that. Very easy to wipe clean. You can see exactly what's inside there. Like I say, great for your documents. It could be your kids' homeworks that you're popping into there. You can use them for all sorts of different goodies. It's just great to have these really high quality pockets reinforced at the sides that you can add lots of different elements to, not just crafty goodies, but all sorts besides. And quite frankly, for under a fiver, under £4 or under $5, you can be trying these, and I'm sure you'll absolutely love them as much as I do.
I know Lily was saying in the break, you've got how many you've got home packs of these? You've got loads of them.
I've got tons of these. Honestly, I use them for so many different things. They're just great for storing things that you're not quite sure where to store them or how to store them. This is just a great one to go for. It just stores tons of different stuff, and great for your projects as well. If you've got different projects like we were talking about earlier, having your projects on the go, perhaps you've got something that's not quite finished off, pop it in one of these pockets. You know it's going to be safe, all contained together, and you can come back to it at a later date.
I know. Can we make sure Lee doesn't steal those, actually, please?
Yeah. Search on the way out.
Yeah, absolutely. Lily was also saying she's got loads of this as well, the wonderful store and clip collection. Now, like we said, when it comes to storage, do you want me to move this into shot? I'll move this into shot. That's it. If only the camera's moved. I'll move this into shot for you. Here, I'm joking. Here it is for you. Now, I've not seen this before. Obviously, I've had a few years out from Wonderful Crafters Companion, Crafters TV, because... excuse me, I had a peanut earlier and it's still
just the one.
Just the one. I've been having some fruit and nut. Totally nice. Tiffany, but I like fruit and nut chocolate bars. Ooh, but I know about chocolate. This is the Clip and Store collection, so it works all together. You're getting all the items that you see for your fantastic storage. I just want to point out you're not getting the items within the storage. Just want to make that very clear to you now. You're going to get all of these little items. You're also going to get the clips as well, so you can personalise this to work for you. And that's the best thing about Totally Tiffany storage. It allows you to create storage that works for you. Everyone's got a different space. Everyone's got a different idea of what they need. Not only that, do you know what I've just noticed as well? Has it got pockets? It's got little pockets there as well on the side of the items. There for your clips, thank you. So you can put them in there straight away to keep everything together. And as well, the tray. Now, that's the other thing as well. Keep it all together in the tray, because I know if you're anything like me, when it comes to using such as, I do a lot of soft craft, you have things in little bags, you keep it all together in a tray, you know exactly where it is. And I think for that price, £25, $30, that is ridiculous. Club Inspire, it's like, is that a third your price you're paying? What's the 6% saving? Look at the Club Inspire price, £20, $24. Lily, have you got this in your house? Have you got the clip and click?
Certainly do. It is fantastic. Like George just showing you there, you've got all the different components that you can fit together, so you can really personalise it. And that's something I always say when it comes to storage. Storage is a very personal thing. We all have different elements we want to store. We have all different sort of ideas of how we want to store them, what works best for us. So the fact that you've got that personalisation within that fantastic system is great. And to get it for that price today, it's a great time to try. I know a lot of you guys at home have multiples of those as well. So it's a fantastic one to add to your craft stash.
Absolutely. And totally Tiffany, if you want to see Tiffany's full range, there's so much on there. Right, another thing that Lily has been using is the corner punch collection. We were playing with one of your punches earlier. Not I got a black eye. No, we were dealing with one of the corner punches that you've got, the little turtle.
Yeah, do you know, I've never seen this before. And George was playing with this earlier. He says, oh, it looks like a little turtle. It does. There's the body there, his little shell. There's his head. There's his little tail at the back. I mean, it doesn't look like it on that angle. There you go, that's a bit better.
It's a turtle, I promise.
It's a turtle. Anyway.
So, the corner punch collection. What is the corner punch collection? Is it a punch from around the corner, or is it something we can use in crafting?
It's definitely not a punch that's coming up round the corner, believe you me. It's a collection of these fantastic corner punches. Now, these are what they look like. This is your 3-in-1. But I can show you on the boards here, so you can see exactly what it looks like when they're actually punched out. So this is the first one that we'll use in demo a little bit later on. You've actually got 3 different sort of roundnesses of the corners, if you like. You've got one which is a really shallow curve, and you've got one sort of a mid curve, and then you've got your more blunt curve, if you like. So you've got the ability to create all those different corners with that punch. And all you need to do when it comes to these punches is just take the edge of your cardstock, you pop it into your punch there, so whether it's going to be that one, or that one, you just take your corner, you place it into there, and you literally just punch down, and it's going to give you those lovely rounded corners. But we do have different styles of corners within this collection. So our next one is our photo corners. The idea with this one is you punch those into your cardstock, and then you can slot your photos in your scrapbooks into those little corners, or you can use them as decoration as well if you so choose. Then you've got your sort of inverted decorative corner there with that lovely design. Gives it a really classy look and feel to the edges of your cardstock. Then you've got your next one, which is your decorative scallops, really beautiful, elegant design onto there. Next up, you have your lovely fleur-de-lis, really elegant, regal sort of look to that one. Then you have your decorative hearts, really cute for using for your Valentine's Day makes. Of course, you can use the little popped out pieces as well as confetti or for your shaker cards. Then finally, you also have your deco fan, which is all part of the collection. To get all those, all 7 corner punches there for £20 or $25.60 is an amazing price. One to add to your collection for sure.
Absolutely. Some great deals on your Saturday Sizzler. Loads of you are a bit like Lily as well on the storage. Crafty Vera on YouTube. And you stop spending 4 orders in 2 days. Just come up with a totally Tiffany storage bundle. Just bought that too. Creative Blessings, those storage 10-piece selection is great for carrying all your projects, craft clubs. Like Lily said, she uses all those for her crafting ideas as well. Those wonderful pockets. Carol on Facebook, I gathered all my stuff for the craft along last night. This would be a great place to put it to be ready. I love it. And Carol on Facebook, I love the corner punchers. This one sits on my desk all the time. At that price, £25, $32, half price you're paying for that. If you're on a Club Inspire, £20, $25, $60. If it is your first time purchasing with us or shopping with us, you are going to get 20% off your first order today, so you're going to pay that Club Inspire price as well, indeed. I saw what Ben did as well last night on Friday Night Live, where someone got all their money back for what they spent.
Oh, yeah?
That's a great deal. That's brilliant. So, Lily.
Yes, that's me.
That's you.
That is me.
Fan of the pockets. What have you got planned for us next on this Make It Saturday?
So we're going to have a little bit of a mashup of a few different elements that we've got on today's show. So we will use that, or what have I done with it? My corner punch, it was here a second ago. I've moved it out of the way. Here it is, our little turtle. I think our little Timmy the turtle back in. We'll use our corner punch. We've got some elements from our Halloween 4 Seasons deal as well, and our sparkle pen. So a few different elements we're going to bring together. So we'll start off using some of our cardstock. So what I've done here is I've taken a piece of white cardstock, and I've also got a strip of black cardstock. And all we're going to do is we're just going to grab our dotty tape pen and pop a little bit of this onto the back of our black card. Now we don't want this to be stuck down really firmly. All we want to do is just make sure it's held into position for when we want it to be, but be able to actually remove it afterwards once we're done with it. So just almost like a repositionable adhesive there on the back. Line that up about a centimetre or so from the left-hand side, and then just burnish that into position. Then we're going to bring in our Spooky Skies even stencil set here. Which is part of that Halloween deal. I'm going to go with our large size stencil. So if we just grab our nice large background stencil from here, and that's just going to go over that piece of cardstock. I'll get a piece of card to pop underneath just to make sure we're protecting our surface. And, oh, he's back.
I'm just noticing what you're doing.
He's nosing. There we go.
No, he's enjoying the bat.
back.
I've not seen the bats before.
Have you not?
No, I like
cute,
them.
These. Yeah, they're cute.
The Halloween bundle.
Yeah,
there we go. Do you know what? I saw the Halloween bundle, but I wasn't here, and I love Halloween.
Well, we've got a Halloween card now. You should like
What do you dress up for Halloween?
I can't say I'm one for dressing up for Halloween. Do you?
What do I dress? Uncle Fester. Put the bald cap on. Everything.
Wow. Wow. I have to make sure you're on a show on Halloween so we can see this fabulous costume.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Nice seeing you.
Keep up the good work.
Just going to go and have a little sit down. Right, so we've got our stencil. We've just popped some of our repositionable spray onto the back of there, and then we're going in with our potion green glitter paste, which is actually also part of that collection, that lovely Halloween bag. So all we're going to do is we're just going to take our glitter paste, so just remove that foil back in. Then all we're going to do is grab some of that lovely glitter paste using our palette knife, and we're just going to pop this through our stencil. Now, I'm not going to go over the full area. We have got one that's already dried, but just to show the idea of how you can go both over your black cardstock and your white cardstock as well, and it's going to give you a little bit of a different effect.
Looks like pesto.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Oh, I do like a bit green pesto.
You got your deal down at the bottom, the 4 Seasons deal. No, it's not a pizza. It's for your Halloween. Now, look at this. Again, another bargain for you to be had. You know your goodie bag prices. Look at that, your Halloween 4 Seasons deal. Usual price is £148, $183. Today's price is £35. $45. There is so much in this. I'm sure you can see it all on the website, Nicola. You can, thank you. I asked that in a high-pitched voice, so she knows it's a question. There are so many different items within the Halloween bundle. We know it's April. We know you're getting ready for Easter. But if you do make Halloween invitations, Halloween cards, or maybe you just know someone who would like a bit of spookiness in their life. Maybe they're a Scooby-Doo fan. Maybe they are a fan of all things bats, then this is the deal for you. I can't believe that price you pay. How do we get away with so many deals on a Saturday?
Because nobody else is in, that's why.
Oh, it was Ben's deal, wasn't it? Ben's day.
Oh, if Ben wants it, it happens.
I've heard about this. Sorry, what? Someone on Ben's day saved £1,266.
That is quite astonishing.
That's incredible.
Do we know how much this individual spent?
That's amazing.
Oh,
and paid like a tenth of that price. That's ridiculous.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm here in a couple of Wednesdays.
You are?
So what do we call it then? When Ben's, is it me?
George Day.
George
no, it
Day.
doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
Yeah, but I bet it might be a very special day instead on that Wednesday.
It's Ben's birthday. Ben's birthday,
Is, yeah,
that's why it's
I
off.
know. It is Sara's birthday celebrations.
On Ben's birthday?
On Ben's birthday.
Of course.
I mean, that makes sense.
Of course it does. Absolutely.
But hey, listen, Sara's birthday deals, oh my goodness, they're going to be
amazing.
Deals.
Absolutely. So that's just a small section of that there done with your glitter paste. But all we've done here is we've just gone over that full section. So we had our black that was lined up with our white there. And all we've done now is we've just removed that. Obviously, it was adhered with our dotty tape pen, so it's easy enough to remove it. And then we're just going to add a small matten layer of our white. And what that does is if you've missed a little bit, actually go between those two surfaces. Sometimes it can miss a little bit when you're just pasting through. So just by adding a thin matten layer, we'll just make sure that design is continuous between the two levels. So we'll go with our tape pen now, and we'll just pop some of our tape pen onto the reverse of our black layer, and then we'll just add that onto
Lily?
our white. Yes?
Question. From Creative Blessings on YouTube.
Hello?
Is there an inside corner punch rounded inside instead of an outside?
That's a good question. I don't believe there is in this collection. Let's have a look. So you've got that one. I suppose you could almost use your photo corner. If you do it right up to the edges, I suppose you could. That's probably that one's the closest. I suppose like an inverted one. But otherwise, not really in this collection. There you go. That's all your designs.
Sorry, we tried.
We tried. Close enough. Fairly close.
Yeah.
I mean, if you use that photo one and just punch it right up to the edge, that could give that sort of effect.
I mean, you could use them outside in the garden or inside of the house just to make, if that helps. Does that help or is that just an hindrance?
What?
So, if you want an outside one,
go
and use it outside in the garden, then technically...
Oh my gosh.
It's an outside punch.
Yeah, very true. Anyway, back to the card. All we've done with this this layer is we've just gone in with our corner punch. We've just punched out those four corners. Just gives it a little bit of a point of difference by bringing in your corner punch. And then that's just going to go into...
Why are you laughing at me, Lily? That was a genuine idea and you mocked me.
I'll tell you what I was laughing at, George, how slow I was on the uptake that time. I was not quite sure what you were getting at, so I'm laughing at my own expense, quite frankly.
You said what to me?
What? You what? It was a bit rude, wasn't it? I do apologise.
It's fine, Lily. It's fine.
It's fine. It's used to it by now.
I'm used to it.
Used to it by now. It'll be fine next weekend. You'll have someone that's much more polite. I won't be here. You won't be getting any grief, any whats.
I'll have to message you during the show.
You will. I'll be at home. I'll only be 2 miles up the road. I won't be far.
Will you be watching me?
I can watch, yeah. Okay. I can send in some comments.
Yeah, I can watch.
I can watch for whether I will or not.
I mean, you might be spending your 3 hours crafting that you do in a weekend. Watching us live.
I can have you in the background, can't I?
Background? It's your main focus.
I'll put you front and centre, don't you worry. Don't you worry. You'll be on the big screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could have you on the telly, could have you on my phone as well. Just to get the feeling as if you're in the room.
Our views will go through the roof.
Yeah, it'll all be me. All be me watching at home. Just so that you don't miss us too much. I know it'll be hard. I know you won't know how to cope. Sorry?
And you're back the week after, on Easter weekend.
Yeah, of course I am. And the weekend after that as well.
I'm here on Good Friday, actually.
You are as well? You got a 2-day?
I know. Can I have the right key to the house this time, please? Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Just, if you don't know, last time I did 2 days in the crafting house, I got given a key that opened a door, granted, but not the door that I needed.
Just opened a random door?
It was open, I just couldn't get in the house.
Oh dear.
So I got a brick.
It was a trauma.
I got in that house, don't you worry.
Just to clarify, viewers at home, he did not get in that house.
I didn't use a brick. After hiding in my car, I stayed in a hotel.
He sobbed.
I went to the Purple Palace
and was rejected.
I wasn't rejected. I paid the money. I am allowed in hotels.
Are you sure you didn't just sit in the car park?
Yes. For my life, I've been banned from every Premier Inn travel lodge in the UK. Not in Ireland, though.
Not in
I need
Ireland.
to go back to Ireland. I went last year for the first time ever.
Do you know what? I've never been, and I would love to go.
I love to. I got a very cheap flight from Bristol. I was working down in the southwest.
Oh, yeah?
And I had a few days off consecutively, and I thought, what am I going to do? And there was a cheap flight from Bristol Airport to Dublin.
Yeah? How long's the flight? Roughly?
Literally 45 minutes.
40? Wow.
21 quid there and back for the
Wowzers.
flight. And I booked it, and obviously it was with Ryanair, so I had my little bag.
Little
and I
bag.
literally went to Dublin for 36 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I did everything. I went to the statue of Molly Malone.
Oh, nice.
Went to Guinness factory, did everything.
I have to say, you can't get a train for that. My train's down to Sheffield next weekend, costed more than that.
You have a rail card?
No, I'm too old for a rail card.
No, there's a 26 to 30 rail card.
Wow, I'll have to look into that then.
Because, Lily, I'm still in the last year of my 26 to 30 rail card, because as long as you renew it before your 31st birthday, you get another year with it.
I used to have the 16 to 25 one, and then I got too old.
Yeah, but now you can get a 26 to 30 one.
I'll have to look into it, but yes, trains cost more.
I promise you, Lily, you can have a 26
An over
to 30.
60s.
You can have an over 60s one. No, I'm joking.
Not yet.
Creative Blessings on YouTube. Thank you, George and Lee. You're welcome for the punching tips.
You're welcome.
The whole punching tip, sorry. Make sure when you've got a fist, George is being silly. Love it. I'm always silly.
When is he not silly, eh?
Life's too short.
George. It's true. Too short to be serious all the time.
I do love coming up here, though. I do. I've missed you guys.
We did miss you.
Did you?
We did, yeah.
What did you miss the most?
We miss your jokes. Well, I miss your jokes.
James, I didn't really know you before. You would have missed me, mate. Thank you. That's
would
all
have
right.
done.
I've missed it. Hey, listen, a lot of you kept in touch as well,
Oh.
which has been lovely. Not Lily. She didn't mess with me once for the 2.5 years. That's fine.
Did I not?
No, it's fine, Lily.
Oh
no,
my
you didn't wish me
gosh.
happy birthday. But that's fine. But now we're stand aside, Debbie and Ben.
Yep.
Told George and Lily. The told Lil and George. The told Logs.
How will you
Lorgy.
cope?
Lorgy.
No, it sounds a bit...
Gilly. What about Gilly?
Gilly. Good work. Good
Told
work.
Gilly Jewel.
Why does it sound like we're some sort of Western pear?
Western
pie? Western pear, like from an old cowboy movie.
Oh, a pear. I think it's a Western pie. I was like, what's a Western pie?
Well, I don't know.
Like, is it like the Desperate Dan comic books in the UK where they've got the cow horns in the pie? That's how you know it's a big pie. Like from old-fashioned cartoons, you knew it was a cow pie because it had cow horns sticking out the pie.
Lovely.
It was a big old pie. What
Chili
is it?
pie. It's got a load of Henderson's relish in it. That's what it
a bit
looks
of
like.
hendos. You can't go wrong with a bit
Got
of
a lot of
hendos.
hendos in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else. Just our faces popping out. That of a pie would
Like
be
the
quite
paper pads that
terrifying.
were done for April Fool's Day.
Oh, yeah?
Which you can download from the website, guys. That was great. I did see it last week and I had a proper chuckle to myself.
He was very excited about it last week, I have to
I'm not
say.
going to lie, I'm front and centre of the
You
paper.
are?
I'm
I'm not quite sure
I've got
why,
a big
but,
head. My head's massive.
Well.
And it's front and centre of that paper pad.
Yeah, it was rather quite exciting.
Well, the paper pad?
Paper pad.
Oh, sorry. Oh, have you? That's brilliant. If you're wondering what we're on about, I'll go and fetch the paper pad so you know what we're on about. I'm sat on the sofa. I'll stand up.
He has to heave
Walk over.
himself up.
That QR code down on the screen allows you to do the digital downloads for the paper pads. We'll show you those a little bit later on so you know what we're talking about. I mean, they are brilliant. We did launch our very own Crafters TV paper pad, and believe it or not, it was on the 1st of April. So, Lily, what have you just done there? You've put a bit of
So
colour
all we've done is we've taken one of our stencils, so from the same set that our bat stencil was, and we just used a fine liner just to trace around the edge, almost to give us like a stamped line, if you like. Then we've taken one of our sparkle pens, we've just coloured that in using that lovely sparkle pen, and then we've taken our corner rounder punch and we've just rounded off the corners of that piece. Now I've used a slightly different colour for this one versus this one, so that colour is part of the collection that you're getting. It is part of that soft pastels pack if you're looking for that one on the website, but here we just used a slightly different one. I believe this was Holly Leaf, I think it's called, just to match in nicely with our glitter paste. Once again, rounded those corners, and we'll just pop that onto a black matte layer to finish off our card there. So just matte and layering that up, and that's going to give us a nice thin border of black all around the edge. You're loving that paper pad. It's absolutely engrossed.
Can we just look at this here, right? front and centre. Sorry, Jamie. Sorry, front and centre. Look at that big old face, just there, chilling in the middle. There it is. Look at that little face.
Little face?
Why am I front and centre?
Why, I don't know. You are also next to Craig there. It's like getting ready for next weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, me and... Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Apparently you're covering my face.
Yeah,
How
we are,
dare
actually.
they?
Yeah.
I'm just creeping
My face
behind.
is everywhere. No one's covering my face.
Well, there you go. We've got to have you front and centre.
That's it. Ben's got his own page.
Of course
Some
he
great
does.
little pads. That's some great ideas. Some brilliant. Do you know what as well, ladies and gentlemen? It's not necessarily the pads. It's the attention to detail that people have gone to making this. Because on the back, there's barcodes. There's all the information that you see on the back of the paper pad.
It's all there.
Like we're going, oh, here's the... It was an April Fool's prank that was very well thought out. Very well done, team. Well done. Was it Liam?
No, it was the marketing team.
Well done, marketing.
Well done. Yeah, it's a good idea, and especially good if you are front and centre and not covered by other people. But for some of us, we are not that lucky.
Well, a lot of you miss me. I think that's why I was front and centre.
Maybe it
people
is.
didn't know who I was. Who's that
Maybe it
guy?
was. Maybe it was.
Crafty Vera, I can't believe George was gone that long. Crafting makes time fly by. I was gone for 2 and a bit years, guys.
I know. I'd changed jobs by the time he'd come back.
I know. Blue Jay on YouTube. Bats were never so cute. I know.
I know. Who knew?
Have you ever seen a bat eat fruit?
No.
That's cute. That's really cute.
I've never been up close and personal with a bat, I have to say.
Crafty Vera. That is a lovely card, and I'm going to have a word with Crafty Vera in a second. Once we've seen your card up close, look at that.
There you go. Come on, what's Crafty Vera said?
Sorry, I was going to say that's what we made possible. Sorry, I'm trying to do the job. By the Four Seasons deal, the Halloween, you can get that today. Look at that fantastic price there at £35, $45. Crafty Vera on YouTube said George was in jail for crimes against jokes. Thanks, Vera. Thanks. Lily, this is from Laurie. You seem so confident now.
Oh, thank you.
I remember your first time on the CCTV. You seemed petrified. Sorry, CCTV. That was the cameras outside the
yeah,
shop.
that's why I was petrified.
Now you are confident, informative, and shows beautiful inspiration.
Oh.
And Lily and all right, whatever.
The Lily fan club's in.
Oh, creative blessings on YouTube. Lily is amazing and a crafting queen. Beautiful card, Lily, says Gillian.
Thank you.
Spooky card. Love to create. All right.
I'm blushing.
Make sure she can get her ego out the door. No, I'm joking. If you didn't see it, this was the pad that we were talking about. All the fantastic inspiration. And all the pads in here. I mean, we've printed them off for you. But that one of Leanne's. You've got Leanne's wonderful... I know where the camera is, guys. If you're sat at home going, why is he showing it at an angle? It's because there you are. There's Leanne's. There's my
George
massive
page.
face.
I'm hardly
and there's
on there.
my other massive face. Where's Lily?
I'm hardly there. You just about see my eyes and
there
nose.
she is. Ooh.
There I am.
There she is. Then you've also got, I mean, all your favourite crafting items. Your Geminis, your tape pens, your scissors. You've also got, now...
It's my favourite.
That is good. Do you know what? I know because it's like Sarah's favourite designs. But actually, that's a really good paper to have
that.
as well. Now, if you want to see what I look like with a beard, if I grow a beard, it's very patchy. But nothing like that. Then you've
I don't think I'm on that one. Am I on that one? Come on, rewind.
Anyway.
I'm not, am I? Oh, I've got a mask on, an orange mask. It suits me, that, doesn't it? Make sure I'm completely obscured.
Also on the paper pad. You've also got a leopard print as well, the tiger, should I say. And if he's your favourite, because why wouldn't he be? There he is, of course, our wonderful Benjamin. And again, your crafter's companion. You could have so much fun with that. Listen, you can download it. Now, this week has been a busy week for Debbie Robinson. She's not on a day off, bless her, but she's been busy making some fantastic cards because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Demo of the Week. Woo! So let's have a look. What have we got from the wonderful Debbie Robinson this week?
Got a nice selection here. It's going to be a hard choice for you guys at home, I'm thinking. So first up, using that gorgeous Bundle of Joy collection. I believe that was Monday. That's going to be demo number 1. And then, oh, little lamb. Oh, how cute is that? Is that
the
winking?
winking lamb.
How is that winking?
Because its eyes are upside down.
It just looks like it's had a bit of
Yeah,
an,
but if
eyelash malfunction.
If I do that, I'm a winking lamb. That makes sense.
Are you a winking lamb?
I've been called worse.
Well, there's your winking lamb if you want to... Oh dear, I can't see how that's winking, but...
It's got its eyes upside down.
But when you wink, one eye's got to be open. I'm sorry, this got all too technical, I do apologise. That's demo number 2. Demo number 3, oh, this is a beauty. Absolutely love this one using your gorgeous paper. Using your gorgeous papers, that's demo number 3. And then finally, oh, another beauty, yeah, using that. I think is this the Mermaid Dreams? Zen Garden, close enough. That is your demo number 4, if you want to go for that one. Oh, that's demo number 4. 4.
I want that on a t-shirt, that quote.
3.
So let's go through. That's number 3.
2.
You
Winking lamb. Oh, number 1.
Number 1. We'll go through those. We'll wait for the vote.
Oh, it's got his backside on it. Oh, the winking lamb's got his backside. How cute is that? It's got his face. You turn it over. It's got his little fluffy tail.
I can't wait for Craig next week. A lot of you loving that little card that Lily made.
Oh, thank you.
Goodness.
Feels like hours ago now.
Carol on YouTube, Lily, I totally enjoy watching your crafting. You've become one of my favourites.
Oh, thank you.
Pat says, George, they were talking during the week about cutting out the individual pictures and putting them on the balloon die. That'll be quite good.
That'd be terrifying. Our face is on a balloon. Well, you wouldn't be able to get my face on a balloon. There's only half my face on there.
She's not bitter about it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, if you look at the right camera, they might make your face bigger.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I can't seem to get that right today. Hello, over there. That one, hello.
YouTube. I love your face, George. I ordered this paper already, partially because of that page. That's a winking George. And loads of you loving that paper pad. I mean, did you do anything with the paper this April
I have to
Fool's?
say I've not. I don't think I'd like my face on my craft room wall, if I'm perfectly honest.
Oh.
I could put your face on it. Do you know what? I could do that for next week when I'm not here. And I could put his face on my craft room wall and it'd be like he's there with me, crafting with me.
What she's not telling you is that there's actually a dartboard where that face is being put. I'm just chucking the Luke Little in it with the darts, like that's it. We have got, using your pokey tools, just throw the pokey tools at the dartboard. Please don't do that. We've got another winner for your wonderful vouchers, all because they have commented and said hello. This lady, I'm sure she's named after a song. Oh, Peggy Brown on YouTube is winning your prize. All you've got to do, Peggy Brown, is CTV prizes at Crafters Companion. Peggy Lane's what I'm thinking of. Penny Lane, not even Peggy Lane. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Get in touch with Peggy Brown. It's been a busy all week, hasn't it?
It has, my goodness me, yeah.
Yeah, no.
So what's happened?
It was Eid. It was the end of Ramadan this week. A very busy day. Have you ever been celebrated Eid or had the celebrate that culture of
I
Eid?
can't say I have, no.
Oh my goodness.
Am I missing out?
Missing out. It's a party and a half when Eid comes to an end. The food is incredible. There was this great documentary on the BBC. They did something live in Bradford, talking about Eid and what it was all about, and all the food and the celebration. And I just love that everyone looks after each other and the culture of that food. It's
nice
it
culture.
is incredible. It is great indeed. And you're going back to Sheffield next week, as you say.
I am next Sunday. I've got a very important party.
What? Tell us all.
Lola May's second birthday.
Oh, your niece.
Yeah, my little niece is going to be 2.
Oh my goodness.
2, so yes, I'm going down bright and early on the Sunday morning, very early. And then I'm coming back on the Sunday evening, but I can't wait already. The card is done, don't worry. Lola May's got a handmade card,
Have we
personalised.
got a theme?
A theme. It is going to be with that Tiny Treasures, or as Debbie Robinson calls it, Tiny Tots.
Tiny Tots?
That was a TV show, wasn't it?
Time a tot and you're a tot and she's a tot and timey. Fine. Now, Susie's just teasing me here. She's very close between 3 and 4. But which is it, Susie? Which is it? I need the answer. Please. Which one's 3 and 4? Hold 3 and 4 up for us.
Just think, oh, it's not the winking lap. Oh, I'm disappointed. You guys at home, you've let me down. Let me down. There's still time. 3.
Okay, I've got a witness.
4.
So number 3 is the... That was 3. And number 4, that's the winner.
Well,
that's the winner.
It is a beauty.
You called that before the show. Yeah. Or was it Jamie? Someone called it before the show and said that would be the demo of the week. And that is the demo of the week. Now, if you're looking at this and going, well, how was it made? I have no idea. Well, if only we could go back in time and jump on our time machine back to when Debbie Robinson made this
So we're going to play with all the Zen Garden items, and I say all of them. There is a lot in there, but please don't be overwhelmed by all the different mediums that are in there, because we can easily break it down for you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this demo. I'm going to break them down into parts and then build them all up to create a beautiful card. So literally, that's how I want you to look at these mediums. Don't think, oh my goodness, how do you mix this glitter paste with that glitter paste, with the glitter, with the glue, with the paint pads? Just sit, get them out, play with them and build layers. It's just, all you're doing is crossing over between mediums. So with that said, first thing I'm going to do is grab the glitter paste, and I've gone with the Water Lily glitter paste. There are two glitter pastes in this bundle. You've got the chunky and the non-chunky, shall we call it? And I've taken a black strip of cardstock. This measures at 2 inches by 7. Oh, was that 2.5? Let me just make sure. Yes, 2.5, sorry, by 7. And I've chosen a stencil from our range. It's from the Stylish Trio set that some of you may have, or you could have a little look on the website, but it's just to get yourself how you're going to use these kind of items together. And I wanted, with the glitter paste, I wanted it to go through one of the stencils. So I've already pre-squirted some of our stick and spray, which is the repositional spray, just to hold it down onto the top of the cardstock. So in fact, let me just, there we go, that'll do. And I've got our multimedia mat. So let's just go on in. First off, peel back the sealant, is that the right word for that?
Seal, yeah.
Yeah, the seal. You can see ours has been tipped up because I've literally stored it like that, which is why it is all literally at the bottom of the tub. Just try and keep it nice and flat. So all I'm going to do, I've taken a angled palette knife, and again we do all of these, and all I'm doing is taking that across. The reason I want to get this down is because it does take a bit of time to dry when you're drying that off. So I thought I'd get this started and then we can build up the rest of the layers as we go along. So again, I'm just going to, it's like scraping your butter on your toast. The age-old debate here is, how much butter do you have on your toast?
Lots.
Yes, but do you know what? I would prefer to get a lot down rather than be skinny with it, because we can always, I mean, obviously we've used this pot a lot because we're nearly out of it, but you will get a fair few out of that. And again, just want to make sure.
Every time my dad used to have, used to live at home, he used to have his butter and toast in the morning, my mum would always say, oh, want a bit of toast with your butter?
Oh.
The classic gag, every single time. Bit of toast with your butter.
Right, there we go. So I'm just going to pop that back into the pot, and then we'll peel this back off. So just peeling it back off, and you'll see just how gorgeous that looks. Now, I'm going to, the excess there, I will just, let me just lift this off without getting my fingers in it, because I know what I'm like. So let me use my poker tool, and I'm just going to leave that to dry. We can speed that drying process up, which is what we might need to do. But for now, I'm just going to put it to one side to dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape using the knife and off there as well to get that excess off. Don't be wasting that.
Yeah.
Scrape the excess off. There's quite a lot on there.
There is.
And put that back into your pot.
Are we recommending that you need to get this mixed media mat as well for best results? Or
I think so, yeah. I think, having and you can see my mat, and it is my mat. It's the one that I use all the time when I'm here. Literally, and you can see, look at that, it's even, you can even get that little bit off and scrape that back into there. I'm just going to put that in a bath of water just for the time being, along with my knife, and I'll clean that in a second. But this bit, in fact, I'll just grab, let me grab, I did have some wipes. What did I do with them? Oops. Never the mind. Let's just put that there for a second. I'll just give it a little clean. And we'll move that out of the way, because what we're going to do next is we're going to use another medium.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring in, I've got a couple of bits of watercolor cardstock, because the mediums that I'm going to use the spray.
Yeah.
I'm going to use, I think I'll use the Dewar ink pads.
Oh, yeah.
I might use the maple one as well. Oh, maybe use the aqua pen. Ooh, that's a lot of mediums to cross over with, but we're just going to create a little bit of a background. Now, I think I might bring out Tell you what I'll do. I've got to do the water-based one first, and I think I might bring my craft mat, which I did bring out. There it is, because I want a bit of a different effect with this one rather than the glass mat. So I'm going to pop my craft mat just onto my glass mat. Craft mat, glass mat, I'm getting all my mats mixed up here.
But
I'm going to drop down onto the mat some of that beautiful duet ink pad. I'm going to get quite a nice bit down onto there. I've got my spritzer, so I'm going to spritz because I want to create a nice little bit of what we call the smooshing technique.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to smoosh. Ooh, smooshy smoosh. And we're just going to build up layers and layers of colour. And I have got another secondary one on there, so again, I just come in with a little bit more just down there, spritz it. There we go. And you can see on a craft mat, it kind of bubbles rather than pool is the word I'm looking for there. And I'm going in with this one as well, because I am going to do the inside as well as the outside. Look at me being ambitious with my project. And so we're just going to literally dab all of that up, give it a quick blast. I don't mind that the two different looks there, that's absolutely fine, because we are going to layer up some more colour onto the top. So the thing that I'm just going to do is dry off in between each stage. That way it stops it from kind of pooling and puddling and going a little bit mucky, dirty.
Yeah.
It keeps it nice and fresh, the colour's fresh, and again, two different looks with the same ink, same cardstock, but just because one was more of a first ink and a secondary ink, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A secondary piece.
First gen, second gen.
Yeah, a little bit like that, yeah, absolutely. So I'm done with that one. So that was the duet ink pad.
LDD's just asking, do you just spritz with water or something else?
Water.
Right.
Just got on water. This is water in a spritzer in a Spectrum Raw one. We do have a big bottle, but unfortunately the big bottle dropped under the counter earlier on, and unfortunately I can't get it. So, oops. Oh no, look what I've done. Oh, I got away with that. I went and threw my pen. What am I like? Oh, honestly. Right, let's build up a little bit more colour. So I think I might have a little bit of the green. So a little bit of the green onto there, and it's literally just a quick squiggle. Let's get the spritzer out again. And pool some of that colour, and then, oh, yes.
Oh, that is great.
Oh, I like these two colours together.
Yeah.
This is nice. And again, it's just a little bit of a smooshing.
Little smoosh.
A smoosh. And again, I'll just pop a little bit down onto there and spritz again for my secondary piece. And let's go in. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. This is what we're talking about. So love doing things like this. And this is now crossed over onto a different pad, but let's try. Oh, liking the looks of these already, Ben. So let's just come in.
And it's essential you get that drying in between each application,
yes.
yeah?
Try and get that dried, because if you put wet on wet, then it starts to get a bit puddly. Puddly?
Yeah, puddly.
Yeah, it's a good word, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that one. And I'm just going to quickly dry off these stages in between each layer. Now I could add, and in fact I am going to add a little bit more because I do like the two colours. I'm going to push it with a third, and I'm going to mix it up with the spray this time, not the maple, the Japanese maple. I'm going to mix it up with the cherry blossom spray.
Okay.
So let me just give that a little bit of a, there we go. Don't worry about that curling process, it's natural and normal, so just turn it over to flatten it out. You can flatten it out with your hands as well, but if you just want to get that, and of course you do pick up secondary bits of blobs, I was going to say then, that's the wrong word. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean. Yeah. And I'll just, again, just speed that little bit up. Let me just take off that excess ink. Now, with the spray, I've got a little bit of ball bearing in there, and you could just drop some sprays down, but I want it a little bit more controlled. Right. So I'm going to drop a bit into there. Ooh, do I? Shall I?
Do it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh. And this is the thing. Just have a... Oh.
That's really cool. That
Do you know,
effect.
I'm really loving. And this is me literally just this is not what I was setting out to do.
No.
I told Nicholas something completely different.
Well, that's what this is all about, isn't it? Mixed media.
It
Maybe start
is.
with a plan, but then get off on a tangent if you want.
Absolutely, I'm loving those backgrounds. Absolutely loving those backgrounds. And the shimmer on them, because obviously in this one you have got that lovely beautiful magical mica pigment in there that offers something completely different. So I'm just going to quickly dry off these two pieces. And do you know, this was going on the inside and I want it on the outside now, looking at it. But I actually love this as well, and we'll add a little bit more to it in a second. But I'll tell you what I'll do, speed it up, Debbie, speed it up.
I love the fact that it looks so arty, but actually it's been very organically created.
Yeah, that's the lovely thing. And how many have we used so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've used four different mediums.
Yeah.
And because don't forget, we've got this piece as well, so I'll pick that up in a second because I think I might need to speed that process up as well with the drying stage. So let's just make sure all of that is nice and dry. Oh, I'm loving this, I'm not going to lie. This is the thing, just dab off any excess. Look at the shine.
Tremendous, that.
Loving both of those. Look at that. Creating your own textured paper is absolutely stunning. Do you know, I could even go as far as literally spritzing some water just over the top. Again, just to lift a little bit of the colour. Splash the water down, flicking techniques.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Let's just take off, because I think I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to move those to one side, dry off my mat again, bring in the piece. Now I know it's still wet, so I am going to just quickly, if you think about glitter pastes, their texture to them. So it's not touch dry yet, but we can speed that process up.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I'm just going to do
Is
here.
it better to leave it dry naturally if you can?
I do leave mine to dry naturally, only because I'm heavy-handed and I know what I'm like. And when I stick over the top, what I end up tend to do is I tend to not move it around, not waft it, and then I can burning, because if you keep the heat over it for and I don't mean like setting it alight or anything like that. What I mean is you can singe it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but I just want to get it to the stage where I can actually stick that down, because that's going to go strip down into the middle of my project. I do have a green one. I did one with the chunky green, and I'll lay them side by side so you can see the difference between the two. Yeah, we'll do that, but I'll just give that another little blast. There we go. Yeah, I think that's, I mean, look how quickly that took. I wouldn't have done that if I'd have done that and left that natural, because I would have put my fingerprints straight in there.
Yeah.
So I'll just give that another little quick waft around.
Yeah.
So you can speed up the process. You can speed that process up. Let me just put that down there for a second. So that was the one in the pink fine glitter. That was the one in the chunky glitter. And if I just hold them up straight by straight, so you can see them side by side, two beautiful strips there.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. And ready to go on to my project. So let's just move that out of the way. I have got a card base. And I've already done it's 5.5 by 7.5, and I'd already chopped these down, so I know that that one is my middle piece in the centre. So I'll give that a nice, let's get that stuck down, and I'll use my all-purpose glue to stick that down. It'll give it an extra layer of rigidity and stick it really well into there. So that's the inside of the card taken care of. And then on the outside, we're going to pop this panel down. So again, I'm just going to give that a little, there we go, just to drop that on. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Even for a background piece, looks absolutely fabulous. And this is what I talk about with the layering. Don't be put off by the term mixed media. It's just you mixing mediums to create. There we go. I'll just pop that on. And that's the background. I'm just going to... Debbie's just got a little bit of a splodge of glue just out there, but I think I can get away with that. Now, I've already pre-stamped this, so I pre-stamped it and I actually just splashed a little bit of the ink, and I'm just going to literally, I think I'm going to bring in that one, and bring my ink pad just to go around the edge.
Yep.
I think what would look nice is taking a little bit of tacky glue, going around the edge with your gilding flakes.
Oh, that would be lovely.
And creating a frame with the gilding flakes. I'm just doing it with the ink, but just to take off that stark white.
Got those pretty pink ones in this kit, which is lovely.
Now we've got a debate going off here now, Ben, look.
Got what?
Do we have the pink?
Ooh.
Because that's going to go over the top.
Mm.
And I have got a couple of flowers which I have coloured in using the maple, Japanese maple, and there's just to add on to there. Do we use the pink or do we use the green? Now the green, I've missed off the bottom bit, so I might...
Pink.
There we go. Being spoken. Now it's still a little bit on the damp side. However, don't be put off by that. All I'm just going to do is I'm going to pop some foam pads onto there just to give that little natural lift.
Yeah.
And then we'll add the rest of the elements together. See if I can. That one, that side. There we go. And then I'm going to take all of those off.
Okay.
There we go, and I'll add a few other, we've got quite a lot in that. I mean, that Zen Garden collection is absolutely beautiful in the terms of all the different things in there, from sequins to inks to sprays, glitter pastes. I think I'll come this side. Almost feel like I don't want to cover that side.
Yeah, left-hand side.
Left-hand side, shall we go a bit different? Let's go a bit different. There we go, let's add that down. I'm going to put some foam pads just onto the back of here as well. So I'll lift my foam pads. Might have to double layer one of my foam pads because obviously I've lifted the panel. So let's have a look when we put that on. That side. I'll put a double one just going across the two there. It'll give me that extra lift.
Yeah.
Oh no, it'll be this one it needs to go up, the single one. Thank you, Jamie, for saving my bacon then. I nearly put that on the wrong one. So we'll just pop that down onto, shall we go top? Yeah, we'll go top. And then, oh, chunky glue. Let's grab the old chunky glue out. And I'll just scoop a little bit. And do you know what I'm going to put on there? I'm just going to add a bit of glitter glue onto the, oh, now then. That one.
Yeah.
Shall we go down here with this one? Yes. Oh, shall we go there? Oh.
Perfect.
Perfect, we'll go there. Yeah, absolutely. So let's pop a little bit of that onto there. I'm just going to grab a little bit of the glitter glue as well. Let's pop that onto there. And I'm just going to, let me just get a little bit. I'm just going to drop a little. And do you know what I'm going to drop? I'm going to drop a couple just onto my petals. Let's just drop a little bit onto there.
Yeah.
And
perfect.
Step away.
That's it.
Step away, Debbie, step away. Oh, and how many things have we used on there from the Zen Garden collection? And this is the kind of thing, it's just about having a little play with all of those mediums and bringing them all together. Seriously, beautiful collection. And I know that you can recreate something like that. And honestly, don't be afraid of that term, mixed media. It is just literally mixing your mediums.
Thank you, Debbie Robinson, the Barnsley bombshell herself. Great, we were watching that, weren't we, Lily, during that? Great conversations, some great inspiration. Lily was telling me that she's got World of Warcraft planned later on for tonight. I didn't realise you were a World of Warcraft fan.
Yeah, probably because I'm not a World of Warcraft fan. This was a rumour that somebody started many years ago here, that apparently I'm a pro of World of Warcraft. I can confirm it's not true.
She calls that crafting, but actually that's what she means. A lot of you going, cheerio, see you long. We've got another demo planned, yeah.
Don't leave.
Come back.
Go
Otherwise, Lily will have to start playing World of Warcraft. Now, watercolour. We had some great demos on watercolour over the last few weeks and months and years here on Crafters TV, and a great deal for you. The liquid watercolour showstopper, £42, $55. Now, within here, you're getting the watercolour sets, but you're also getting the accessories to help you become an amazing watercolour. So you're getting the water spritzers, you are getting the empty pots as well, so you can mix your colours, and you're also getting the pipettes, so you can move your colours around. Plus as well, you're getting some brilliant colours within your colour essentials. The liquid watercolours, you've got the wonderful licorice black, storm blue, lightning blue, elderberry purple, magenta rose and sunflower yellow. And you're also going to be getting this as well, the Inspirations collection, the catkin green, seaweed aqua, night blue, clematis violet, poppy red and persimmon orange. I love a persimmon.
I was going to ask you, do you know what one is? Because Ben the other week did not know what a persimmon was.
I know what a persimmon is, aka Sharon fruit.
Sharon fruit, yeah. Thank you. Right, somebody that finally talks my language.
You know who else talks your language? The people on World of Warcraft. That is a great collection for you, £33.60, $44. So Lily, within this collection, you're getting all the tools to do this, and you're also getting the watercolours themselves, aren't you?
Absolutely, and there's tons of different techniques you can do with the watercolours. I had a masterclass just a couple of weeks ago using these fantastic liquid watercolours. I'm going to show you a few different techniques on this card that you can do with them. One that's probably my most favourite. I know I did show you a similar technique just a few weeks ago, but I had to show you this one again because it is so super exciting. So all I've got here is a piece of acetate, any sort of non-porous surface, just that we're going to use as almost like a mixing palette. We're going to take a glitter paste here, and this is almost like a clear or a white sort of glitter paste, this one being our snow angel. So we're going to take some of our glitter paste, just going to grab our palette knife, there it is, and we're just going to scoop out some of our glitter paste onto our acetate. So it's just about there, just scoop that onto there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of our liquid watercolour. This time we're going to use our seaweed aqua, and we're just going to pop just a drop.
So that's, sorry to interrupt you, just so, because I haven't got the cards, but that's what you're getting for each watercolour collection, aren't you? That's what you're getting. Pipette.
Yeah, so you get the whole delivery system, so you don't just get the colour in the bottle, you get the pipette on the as a lid as well, so you get all of that for each and every single one of those. You are most welcome. And we're just going to pop a drop of that onto our glitter paste. Then all we're going to do is we're going to take our palette knife and we're just going to start to mix this in. I feel like one of them chocolatiers, you know, when they use them big like palette knives and they mix in chocolate. I feel like one of them.
That is called, it's got a name and I can't remember what its name's called now.
Oh.
The chocolatiering. It's called, it's called a thing.
A thing?
It's got a name when you do it on the marble slab. And you keep it cool. And it is called...
Marble slabbing.
Something.
I always found that fascinating.
It's got a name and you are doing something with the chocolate.
Yes.
You are... Anyway.
Doing something.
Googling it, carry on.
Right, so then we've got our stencil. So I'm just using from the Enchanted Ocean, our Ocean Vibes stencil set here. You get tons of different designs in this one, and I'm just using this large one. I'm going to pop some of my stick and spray once again onto the back of this, just to make sure it's going to be nicely adhered to our cardstock. So just a little fine spray mist all over the back of that stencil there. And then we've got a piece of our white cardstock that we've just cut down. I'm going to take our stencil and pop that into the middle of our cardstock, just making sure it's nice and straight. So I'm just lining up using this top row here just to make sure that's level onto our cardstock.
Tempering, sorry.
Tempering, that's it. Yeah, tempering, I've heard of that. I thought that was when you like heated it up and cooled it down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the word I was thinking of.
Ah, tempering. Very fancy. A young chocolatier over there. Right, so we're going to go in with our glitter paste. So we've mixed this colour ourselves. So we've just taken our liquid watercolour, we've mixed it in with our glitter paste, and it gives you a custom coloured glitter paste.
Is that lightning blue?
No, it is seaweed aqua.
Oh.
But obviously it looks a lot different.
It looks a lot different, doesn't it?
Looks a lot different.
Yeah.
He's coming back to get in on the crafting.
I'm going to show you the cards next to it.
Come on.
Because it's gone a bit...
Totally different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously we've mixed it in with the white and we've only popped one drop, and if we added more drops of our seaweed aqua, it'd be a lot darker.
That's why is it the lightning blue?
Definitely not. Sorry, that's a bit rude. Definitely.
What have I done wrong to you? Did I beat you in a World of Warcraft game or something?
Well, probably. Remind you what you didn't beat me in is the card of the show this morning.
Oh! Right, Barnsley's 3-1 down. You're talking about me losing. Do you want to see me cry? Do you want to see me actually cry today?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Oh, people.
You'll miss this next week.
I don't know.
Craig might be giving you even more grief. Who knows?
Laurie on YouTube. I love persimmons. My aunt-in-law had a persimmon tree in her front yard.
A little bit jealous there, Laura.
Yeah. Books are everywhere. I was going to make French toast for breakfast, but now I just want to craft, so it's cereal instead. Ain't not wrong with craft. I went really northern then. There's nothing...
Ain't no wrong with it, crafty lad.
I said there's nothing wrong with cereal.
Oh, I do like cereal.
What flavour?
I like a granola.
Do you have any milk in it? Because you like things dry.
I have it dry, I have to say. I do, yeah.
You.
Yeah.
And Laurie on YouTube, yes, tempering, unless it's ice cream, then it's cold stone.
Wow.
I know it's a pretty face, peoples.
Wow.
Great. Well, that's that then.
That's
What's
that
my
then.
favourite cereal? Thanks for asking me, Jamie. I
on.
asked Lily all the questions. I get nothing in return.
What's your favourite cereal, George?
Cheapest. I do like
Cornflakes,
a
then.
granola. I do like a granola.
Yep.
Bit of yoghurt and honey.
Oh, I do like a bit of yoghurt and granola though, man.
Yeah. Or I do like Cocoa Pops because
You're a child.
deep down inside, it makes the milk chocolatey.
Oh, well, it doesn't for me because I don't have milk on it. But anyway, there is our beautiful little bit of glitter paste. So we've just mixed our glitter paste using our liquid watercolours and using our fantastic Snow Angel glitter paste as well. We've just gone with a little bit in the centre. The one we've already done, we actually added a little bit more of the glitter paste. So it's going to give you that paler colourway, just going all over that design. So that was 1 drop of our glitter paste in a smaller amount of glitter paste. But if you add in more glitter paste, it will sort of dilute it down a little bit more. So that's going to be our background for our card. So we're just going to take some of our black cardstock. So we're going to take our black cardstock here and we're going to mat and layer the piece that we've actually stenciled onto our black cardstock. You're right over there. He's tired out.
Do you know what? I've just been thinking about cereals.
Okay.
Have you ever put cornflakes on chicken? Put it on your chicken,
no.
crunch it up.
I've seen it before, but I've
Shepherd's
never...
pie. Mum puts cornflakes on her shepherd's pie, Mother does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's not... She is.
Avant-garde, that.
A lot of you going in this... It's all about cereal now, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Trudy on YouTube, Apple Jacks is my go-to cereal. I don't know.
I don't know what that is, I'm sorry.
Apple and cinnamon.
Oh,
Must be
I
an
do like
American
apple and cinnamon.
brand.
Sounds nice.
Laurie on YouTube, I like dry cereal. Lucky
Thank you.
Charm. Excuse me, sorry. I ate some fruits and nuts. Lucky Charm or Life. Laurie on YouTube, you two act like siblings. Yeah, but more.
We not believe you, me. I hope we're not anyway.
What, siblings?
Yeah, it'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Why?
If we were long lost siblings and we just came together in this.
Well, you're from Sheffield, I'm from Barnsley.
Well, it's very it's definitely not possible. Well,
why would it be weird? I'd be a good big brother.
it would be. It'd just be very strange. Be like, what's that family that Davina McCall does?
Long lost relatives.
Yeah, it'd be like that, wouldn't
I
it?
thought you said the Osbournes then.
Well, you said it. Would be strange. Mm,
We could make a Callum World of Warcraft together if we were a family.
we could. Maybe that's why you want us to be brother and sister.
What was that, Lily?
That's why you'd like us to be brother and sister, so we
We've
could play
been good.
wolf.
I like being an only child. I was a really good only child.
Oh.
I never got spoilt. And I didn't get spoilt because everyone says, oh, I bet you got spoilt. I did it. My parents brought me up with the values of, if you want something in life, you have to work really hard for it.
Yeah.
So I've coasted through life with mediocre work and given not mediocre work, mediocre effort.
Craftomonials TV is mediocre work. How very dare you? How dare you?
It's not what I meant.
Doing shows with me is mediocre work. Oh my God.
Not what I meant.
True colours coming out now.
Oh, no, I know what I meant.
Well, I'm not sure I do.
Anyway, Carol on Facebook, Fruit Loops. Is that just your favourite
us?
cereal or is that just what
Is
you
that
call
us
this?
too? Fruit Loops.
Robin on Facebook, not cornflakes, but tortilla chips on a chicken breast. Ooh. Lily's face looks like you've just insulted her personally. M's books are everywhere. Cheesy hash browns with a buttered cornflake topping. Cereal's not just for breakfast, it's for life.
Clearly, yeah.
Are you making this card for your niece, by the way? Is this what you're doing now?
No, I've already made it.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
already
believe
made
anything.
it.
Okay.
And yeah, it's already made. Anyway, I wouldn't be sending my niece We Mermaid to be friends. That'd be a bit odd.
You what?
It'd be a bit odd if I sent my niece a card saying We Mermaid to be friends.
We were mermaid to be friends. These are funny.
I know. I wonder who writes these. I really do.
Ben.
He'd like to. He doesn't though. He's too busy through here to be writing sentiments all day long.
I bless him. His back's been hurting him, hasn't he? Bless him.
He has, yeah. You can tell he's getting old, can't you?
I bet he's not shut up about it all week as well.
He had a chair and all sorts.
I know. Is that what the chair's for in the corner?
Yeah, it's for Ben's bad back.
Oh, I see.
Absolutely. Now, nice little simple card there. So we created our background using our glitter paste and our liquid watercolours. We did a little bit of wetting wet for that topper there, and then we watercoloured using those beautiful liquid watercolours. So just 3 different techniques you can do there on that card, just showing you how fabulous and versatile these fabulous liquid watercolours are.
Absolutely. Great deal again on that watercolour collection. Remember, you're getting the watercolours and you're also getting the tools as well to do it. Crafted here on Tube. George from Barnsley too. I'm presuming you're applying to a comment that someone's put. Our son lives there. I'll be round to work on your joke book. It's a good joke book. And Mary Pat on YouTube. Oh, George, you're digging a deeper hole. I love working here. Please don't fire me.
Mediocre work with a mediocre craft expert.
I never you're saying things I didn't say. You're adding words. Anyway, come on and join me over here, you. Because we are going to look through the goodie bag. Sorry, someone just said, Em's books are everywhere. My niece is 22, but she would love that card. I think a lot of people love the card. Now, every Make It Saturday, we bring you a brand new goodie bag. This is it for this week, and I mean, it's a good one. Look at that price that you would be paying usually. £146, $194, £35, $45, and it also get a Club Inspire price as well. Right.
Delve in, come on. Right. We used this one earlier, didn't we?
You
Our
did.
Greek tile. Beautiful set of dies here. 2 dies. You've got your inner or your outer, which is your creator card style concept. Part of our Myths and Legends collection, a bit like our George, a legend and a bit of a myth for the past few years. So that's included as part of your goodie bag. You're wondering why you're buying me over here now, didn't you? Next. Also use this in our demo earlier, our vintage Vegas 12 by 12 inch paper pad, double-sided designs in here, absolutely gorgeous set, really vintage style Vegas designs, nice and bright designs in there. That is included. Next. I'm sorry. Part of your vintage Vegas collection as well, you've got your sentiment stamp set here. You've got all those different sentiments that you can be using on your cards, a fabulous set of stamps. Next up you have from your Shino Watercolor Fusion, you've got your lovely peony stamp set here. You can do all your watercolor techniques on this one. Gorgeous collection of designs there.
Blooming Florals.
Blooming Florals, right. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Embossing folder, die with its matte and layer, and a sentiment stamp with its matte and layer as well. Gorgeous set of goodies there. Blimey me. So you can be creating your full-on cards using this one set alone. You've got tons to go out in there. Next up, you have your Bloom and Grow. Beautiful creator card style die here that cuts that beautiful frame into your card alongside those 4 sentiment stamps so you can finish off your makes absolutely perfectly.
Polar Bear.
Polar Bear. We used this one on last week's demo actually on Make It Saturday. Really cute collection. You've got your stamp with its matching die and you have a sentiment stamp as well. Really sweet design there. Doesn't just have to be polar bears though. Change up the colour and it could be all sorts of different bears.
You're a star. Not you, the name of that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Not right. So you've got your. Oh, so yeah, apparently I was a star this morning. Not anymore. Not anymore.
You nasty to me.
Oh. So you have you're a star, which I am not a star, but you guys are. Your beautiful set of stamps and dies in this one. It's our split space dies, which means you've got 2 halves to your heart. You can pop your sentiments into the centre, and it gives you that lovely modern style of design.
Crafty Vera, get him, Lily. Glue him good. I have no idea. And Laurie says you can't fire me. She says, do not fire George. I'm just saying. Carry on.
Glue him good. So then Vera. You've got your Live Life in full bloom. Same sort of idea as that beautiful die set that we showed you with your Bloom and Grow. So you've got your die, which cuts out that lovely wreath, and then you've got your 4 sentiments that you can pop into the centre.
Birds.
Birds, there you go, just birds. So you've got your beautiful set of stamps there with all your little birds on its branch, with its matching die and a sentiment stamp as well.
Bake a wish.
Bake a wish. Oh, we like this one. You've got all your cakes, all your chocolates, your marshmallows, even your little piping bag. Could be for your temper in there.
Oh.
Piping bag,
I think this is a piping bag. That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful embossing folder.
Oh yeah, we like this one. Or through the window. It's almost like a 2-half embossing folder. You've got your wood and you've got your stripes. Great for creating all those sort of indoor scenes.
Sequins.
Oh, my favourite tropical floral sequins. The colour on these is absolutely gorgeous. I'll try not to spill any.
Oh, I was so tempted to knock it.
I thought you would, actually. There you go. Matches me, actually, Seb. Loving this, absolutely gorgeous. Loads and loads of sequins in there as well. Tons of those to go out.
Also, this, card blanks and envelopes in the purple and green.
Yep, we like those.
50 of each colour, so you get 25 of your... Sorry, Jamie. You got 25 of your purple envelopes, you got 25 of your green envelopes, and then you got 25 of the purple card blanks and 25 of the green card blanks. 180 GSM, 200...
250.
250 GSM on your card, 100 GSM on your envelope. I can check these things. 5 inches by 7 inch. And last but not least, you know what? I think if you're buying this goodie bag, this is a little treat for yourself more than anything. It's the Inspirations magazine, Crafters Inspiration. You get some stencils, you get some dies, you get a little bit of everything in here, plus some papers and all the inspiration to do it. It's issue number 5 if you haven't already got them. This could be yours, a little treat to yourself, isn't it? That's because I think the majority of crafters do a lot of crafting for themselves, don't
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're sort of stuck for a little bit of inspiration, if you're not sure what sort of projects you want to create, that's a great go-to and great for beginners as well.
£35, $45.
For all that.
Robin on Facebook, don't fire George, he's a sweetheart.
Oh.
Laurie on YouTube, you two are great together, laughing all morning. This is a great way to start my day.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see what happens Monday morning when we get the emails. Lily, thank you.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed? When are you back on?
I'm back on Friday.
What have we got
Ben.
planned with Ben?
Yeah, we've got Wake Up Call. Back on Friday.
Why did you say
Wake Up
Ben like it's a really good thing?
Call. I didn't say it like that at all. I said it, not you.
We're having words after this. I'm joking. You're not here next Saturday. I'm back next Saturday. It's me and Krieg Lear. We're going to be here for Craft Along and Make It Saturday next Saturday. Name's in the title. That's all for you next week, but there's loads coming up. Don't forget, Ben's going to be here tomorrow on a pre-recorded show for your Second Chance Sunday, 5 p.m. here in the UK, 12 p.m. on the East Coast, looking back at those fantastic deals throughout the week. Thank you to Nicola, thank you to Jamie, thank you to wonderful Jake and Matty. They're all outside helping as well. We will see you. Check out your baskets. Don't forget as well that deal. How long's the deal running on the goodie bags? The 10 for 20. Do we know
Sunday night, I think.
Sunday night, so you haven't got long. Remember, 10 deals, £20, $20 into your goodie bag. A lot of you loving that today. Don't miss out on that. We will see you in the meantime. Take care of each other and yourselves. I didn't Jerry Springer at the end.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.